Is up, ladies and gentlemen. My bad. Oh, is this her like schizoing out? Oh, okay. Let me see this over here. Congrats. This is the community Saint built. Woman having sex equals woman used to be burned from. This is because you were bragging about how many people you had sex with on your stream. For some odd reason, and so my chat commented on how odd that statement was. Coming to just people don't usually do that. They don't usually brag about how much sex they have on stream, because that like this is the thing. There's proof that she did that, and so it was just more so a reaction to why the fuck would somebody say that on stream. I think. Oh right, here's the proof. Right here's the proof. It's during a react to my video, she starts talking about how much sex she has.
Guys, I don't want to say it, but I regularly have sex. Just putting that out there into the universe. Shocked to know regularly have sex.
Why? Like, what are you doing even talking about that shit while your like notepad is up and like critique? What the fuck? Like, this is why people are, like, reacting to you, because it's fucking weird. Like, who asked? Literally, it's like, knowing the context, who asked? I can't imagine the context with this on the screen for why that would even be brought up. And then she, like, weaponized, like, she acted mad weird. People had a normal reaction to someone being weird as fuck, and then you farmed your weirdness. Does that make sense? It's like running around in, like, a fucking dinosaur suit outside, and then, like, when people are like, what are you doing? You're like, you start, like, asking them what's their problem. What? I don't get this, bro. Like, what is... This is actually just... Of course, she's not going to show the lead up to that. She's only going to say, oh, of course. Yeah, look how bad this community is. Let's not show this lead up.
I don't want to say it, but I regularly have sex.
I have a comment that I can make, but I won't make it. I have a comment, you know, something about, you guys know, I'll just say a related story. You guys remember that scene from Captain America, the first Avenger, where before the transformation, Steve Rogers jumps on a grenade in practice? That kind of reminds me of that. And that's how it's shown that he's a hero. Yeah, that's unrelated story. Unrelated reference. Check the replies. Blah, blah, blah. This is your reaction to somebody say they, implied they did some things to me. Let's see here. You cannot call this equivalent? No, what she's doing is worse. No, I think most people would say what she's doing is worse than whatever this is. What? This is... What the fuck? You're joking about, and you're allowing your chat to spam jokes about me being... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What are you talking about? You're absolutely obsessed. I don't think she's one of those, so I gotta call her that. Do you have the gall to make such edits of a female creator even as a joke? Then have your buddy CJ makes jokes about her because you don't like that person? If so, please let me know. The internet would love it. Oh, she didn't respond to that one. I wonder why. Oh, guys, think about it this way. If you switch the genders and it's not okay, it's probably not okay. You know what I mean? If you switch the genders and your content's so no longer okay, maybe the original one wasn't okay as well. Right? That's kind of like the phase that we're at in society, right? Where when you switch the genders around and it's not okay, then maybe the original wasn't okay, right? I think that's a fair take to make. Also, Cap, I forgot to ask, why'd you make fun of Saint being sexually harassed, but the moment you get put in a compromising thumbnail, you ask him to remove your face in it because you're uncomfortable? What is it that you're insinuating with this double standard? Again, no one is actually assaulted. Okay, bitch, you didn't get actually burned. So, like, what are you moaning? What are you, like, fucking complaining about? What are you bitching and moaning about? Like, you didn't get burned. So, like, what the fuck? I don't understand. Like, dude, her shit makes no fucking sense. She's like, actually, because the crime didn't occur, it's not relevant. But I'm gonna make a big deal about this when nothing happened either? I don't get this. I don't. I think she's actually retarded. This just leads me to believe she's turned retarded. What? It's okay because no one actually got assaulted. Guys, it's okay to do all this stuff. It's just as long as it didn't actually happen. You could joke about it happening though. Dude, I'm sorry, man. We just gotta do a daily reveal of the retardation. I'm sorry. Like this is where Saint Derangement Syndrome has gone, guys. This is where Saint Derangement Syndrome has gone. I don't even think this is even slightly defensible at this point. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense at all. All right. We got this post over here. We got this post over here. All right, let's just bring up, and this is really going to be the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. We get to bring up all of the goodness. All of the goodness over here. Do you remember her take about women? Oh, and their clothing back then? Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Cap is a victim blamer. Cap is 100% a confirmed victim blamer. She had this absurd take when it came to, like, assault and, like, clothing that women wear and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what it was. It was one of the most victim-blaming takes I've ever heard in my fucking life. Actually absurd. And do you know how much smoothing over I did to, like, make people not fucking hate her after that dog shit take? Oh, my lord. I was running damage control for, like, an hour after that take to, like, make her not seem like a fucking monster. Legitimately, that actually happened. I remembered that. I was running damage control in my chat, being like, yo, she's actually not that stupid. I'm genuinely honest. That happened. That happened. I see how uncomfortable you were back there because it was one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard. I couldn't imagine somebody could be that retarded. But yeah, she basically said it's like, if you get, like, your phone stolen, it's, like, your fault. If you get something happens to you because you're wearing something, it's, like, your fault. Like, she was just adamant about that. Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah, we smoothed that one out, though. The YouTube algo's been hitting me with your old vids on these CCs. They're truly hypocrites. The funny thing is that all of my Mr. Pokey catalog is, like, getting revitalized by this drama. And what people get to see is how he's acted in the past. And, well, guys, I think 99% of my videos on Pokey are, like, pulling up his dog shit tweets and be like, what is this guy even saying? Because I don't actually react to his videos because, like, sounds like shit, right? So it's like, I don't want to react to that. So, like, I can read out his tweets in my voice and then it sounds good. Because it comes from me. And good golly gee. If we can compare, like, voices just at a baseline, brother, mine is like 30, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like 67 times more listenable than Pokey. At least 67 times as listenable. All right. But on that mindset, guys, we got another bit of an expose on the pokester himself, where he just insists on constantly bringing in elements of gacha tribalism for a game that he doesn't even play. And it's proven he doesn't even play Endfield anymore because he just, well, grifted as much as he could, then he got the fuck out when he realized the game wasn't good. And instead of making an actual proper critique piece about what's wrong in the game and how to fix it, he just quit after shilling for it for several weeks. And of course, Mr. Pokey's also on the front lines, ensuring that Wuthering Waves is constantly brought into the competition when it's not even mentioned at all in the post. And this is something he's demonstrably done before. Let me get this stupid person off my screen. It's something he's demonstrably done before. So, guys, not looking good for the gacha tribalism warrior. And you just gotta ask the question, how is this related to Wuthering Waves? Why do you, Mr. Pokey, need your community to brigade my post so that you can make a goofy little retweet about our drama? You decided to push gacha tribalism to be able to get a goofy little retweet on a drama. That shit is pathetic once you think about it. Like, that shit is actually pathetic to do that. And guys, this is how you know it's the biggest H word, right? Guys, remember these comments? Guys, remember these comments? Just take a look. Just take a look at these. Just take a look at these, guys. Remember these comments? Let me get out my Pokey guide. Let me get out my Pokey guide. This is going to be the funniest shit ever because this is going to be like a reference you could use for whenever this guy is like just the biggest grifting piece of shit ever. All right, tactic 2, shilling. Wait, let me see over here. Ooh. Oh, wait, it's in do not engage. Right over here. Guys, it was only a year ago he was making all these tweets about how gacha tribalism is bad. Guys, Jesus. And if this... He made all these tweets about how gacha tribalism is bad, and yet he's the biggest pusher of gacha tribalism by bringing in other games via his community note brigades. You can't, is this not the biggest hypocrite you've ever seen? And the funny thing is that he just thinks he's getting dunks on me this entire time. Bro, I don't need to do anything, and I don't need to do anything. I just made a post expressing my genuine thoughts about Endfield because, good God, it's echoed by the entire fucking player base. Yeah, bro, it's echoed by the entire fucking player base. Yeah, everyone is thinking there's problems with the game. And guys, my tweet not mentioning Wuwa at all makes this situation look really, really, really bad for him. It makes it look really bad. So, of course, right, we're gonna be able to consistently use this as opportunities to, naturally, right, provide feedback for the game. We might actually do the survey as well. But yeah. And guys, of course, when Wuthering Waves is at the highest relevance it's ever been, of course Mr. Pokey wants to take some shots at it, right? Because he regrets that he ruined his reputation in the Wuwa community and he can't play the game. He knows that. He knows that. He fucked it up completely. He ruined his future with that game. Now that I think about it, it makes sense why he's trying to take down my channel. Wait, now it makes sense why he's trying to take down my channel now that I think about it. Maybe he's trying to cover Wuwa. Maybe he's just literally trying to get rid of the competition. Maybe he knows that his reputation is so fucking shot. He probably knows his reputation is so shot. You know what I mean? Everybody only has himself to blame. Bro's only got himself to blame. IDK, man, this is the thing, guys. I like to think of Elveni as the general audience because I'm going to be honest. I remember your name. I think you used to hate me. I think this guy actually used to hate me. Now he's a fan. Legitimately. I think that's the past history. But that is what I think has occurred as a result of, like, what's it called? The recent dramas. Like, even the guys that, like, used to hate me now are just like, okay, well, this is just... The other side's just worse. I never hated you. I was always neutral. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You didn't show any like major favoritism towards me. I think that's fair to say. So I didn't notice you as like a dedicated supporter. Yeah, that's a fair analysis. And guys, it just further shows the type of community that Mr. Pokey and Captain Cabinets cultivate. It's actually the most toxic one in Gacha. You can see over here, this is like Cap's like favorite chatter. Dude, this guy's the biggest fucking loser I've ever seen. I'm just going to be so for real with you. He's actually just been posting lies and misinformation for the past 10 days. And like, I don't really get it. I don't think he has a job. I don't think he has a hobby. I think Twitter is his hobby. And it's like, I don't know. It's just, I look at this guy and I just think of a pathetic existence. Yeah, I look at this person over here. I just think of the most pathetic existence possible. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And I'm just going to be honest. I don't even want to comment on Serum. I don't even want to comment on the situation over there. What I'll say is that from what I've been seeing in the way that Sarah is typing lately, I'm just a little bit concerned. And I'm glad she stopped. Her last retweet was like a couple of hours ago. Because I don't... It's odd, the writing style. It kind of like freaks me out. Like a little bit. And so I'm just like, I'm glad they're taking a break. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. What about this? Guys, these are basically everyone bragging about my note is now pushing for gacha tribalism because, guys, this ain't even a real community note. It's context. It's not even a correction. It's additional information. So, like, this isn't even a community note that corrects misinfo. It's additional context. So it's just more facts. That's the funniest fucking part. It's just context. Because they are in desperation mode. I feel like they know the Endfield devs are in desperation mode. They're parading it like information got changed. We're in here. Enfield's only brief PayPal problem was promptly fixed. If turning off PayPal is the fix, sure. Guys, they're talking about it getting fixed. They just turned PayPal off. Hey, guys, the ice cream machine is shitting everywhere. Turn it off. It's fixed. They just turned PayPal off and they said it's fixed. That is Pokey's community, bro. Oh, wait. Dude, that's fucking... Wait, I need to just see that shit. Wait. You know, because 100% they just turned it the fuck off. Oh, ooh, would you look at that? Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Let me just see here. Right? Bro, they said it's fixed in the community note. Bro, they turned it off. Guys, this is how little Pokey and his community play the game. None of them even play it. So they community noted me by saying they fixed it, they just turned it off. Guys, they called turning it off the fix. Guys, do you see how much of a fucking clown Mr. Pokey and his retarded community are? Guys, they like brag about this community note and it's wrong. They brigaded this community note, and it's wrong. Unless you're calling this the fix. Guys, why do you think why do I repeatedly say HSR is a 3-button game? Because these guys have like 3 fucking brain cells, bro. 1 for each button. Because how the fuck do you say this is the fix? Unless you're retarded. Guys, PayPal's fixed. Dude, I don't even have to do anything. They will hurt themselves in their own confusion. And it's ironic that Pokey's the one posting those memes. That I'm hurting myself in my own... Your community is actually proving it's all retarded. Your community is proving that none of you guys actually played Endfield. Your community is proving all they do is just jump on the bandwagon of your literally misinformation takes and just say you're right without even checking anything. So yes, all it confirms, Mr. Pokey, is that you have the biggest echo chamber in the space and you're wrong about everything. But don't worry, that'll be saved for the video. Just a bit of a fun fact for all of you when you see the nature of this community note by Mr. Pokey's community. What a bunch of dipshits. It's impressive. Doctor says, if I move my left arm, it hurts. Don't move your left arm. You're cured. You're cured, bro. Yeah, I heard is that Canadian healthcare in a nutshell? That's Canadian healthcare, right? My arm hurts. Don't use your arm. My PayPal hurts. Don't use your PayPal. It's fixed. Dude. It's currently rated helpful. Yes, because you're allowed to brigade community posts. Because that's what they are. Community. It's in the word. If you have a big enough community, you can brigade the posts. And they brigaded it with stuff that's literally misinfo. Ah, man. I have heart disease. I guess I'll just turn off my heart. Yeah. Yeah, bro. The problem's fixed. You don't have a disease anymore. No more disease. The disease is gone. So are you. You guys know that's how chemo works, right? Chemo is basically a test. Who dies first, you or the cancer? You do know that's what chemo is, right? I'm not even joking. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a medical game of chicken. That's why it's so bad. Because it's just like literally that's like the number one way to get through it, but like yeah, if you're not like a strong person, you have to be a strong person because you can actually like decide to give up. It is something that you can do, right? And if you actually do like push and like, you know, do all your stuff, whatever, then you're fine. Or not like you're fine, but you have higher chances. All right. All right. Is he still like, what the fuck is this? Oh, right. Let me just go over to the tweet itself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time for us to do an update over here. Talk about some stuff. All right. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back at it again with another Arknights Endfield video. Except the tone of this video and the content of this video, it's going to be something that we're going to be seeing a lot more of in the future. Because there's one thing clear about Endfield. This might be the game. Sorry, just pointing out one of the biggest issues, the lack of PayPal payment. That'll be something we bring up again later. The fact that this game, currently, right now, is on its 4th fucking survey is ridiculous. And, well, you just see it right here in front of my screen. This game is on literally its 4th survey in its 1.0 update. This is a 51-day patch, but these developers have literally given out 3 surveys already. And this is the 4th one, and we've barely hit. I'm not even sure if we're at the halfway point mark of the patch. This is essentially a sign from Hypergryph that the game is not doing particularly that well. The game is not actually doing that good, and they're bleeding out players like they have a gut wound. Because why else would you be desperately asking for feedback this many times in this short of a time span this early on in the release of the game? And one thing is simple. This game achieved a lot in its first couple of days. I think it drew a lot of sales from the general audience, but then people started playing the game more and more and realized, wow, the progression is not that great. The end game is non-existent because it wasn't in the game yet when probably most people quit. And the daily loop is one of the most boring things I think anyone has ever played. I'm going to be honest with you. I've just stopped doing these. I've just stopped doing them because they literally made me want to uninstall the game. I don't even transfer my orders anymore. I don't even pick them up. It's too annoying to go to click J. It's too annoying to do this shit. I cannot be fucked to do any of this. Oh, okay, great. Now I'm gonna go over to here. Oh, wait, click J real fast. Okay, all right. Blah blah blah. Wait, can I not even transfer it anymore? Oh, fuck, dude. Do you see what I mean? It's just wait, did I not? Oh, wait, okay. Okay, now here we go. All right, bro, I can't be fucked to do that. I don't even care anymore. And then if I just go ahead and I look at my friends list. All right. I actually have a lot of active friends, but I'm slowly starting to see, yeah, a lot of people. God, this guy's level 90, 60, 80, 70, and he still quit the fucking game 6 days. Guys, there's a lot of people that have this. They realize, wow, it took me a long fucking time to build this one level 90 team. I've been playing for 21 days, and I have one level 90 character and nothing else. I kind of don't really want to play this game anymore. It's going to take way too long to get the second team ready. That's because the progression's really fucking bad. And I actually have a lot of these are actually a lot of my viewers over here. They're still playing for some godforsaken reason, right? Maybe they're spending money. But the game is legitimately bleeding out a lot. Because otherwise, why the fuck would they be sending out this many surveys? And why would the rewards for the surveys be better than anything else in the goddamn fucking game? And of course, right? The biggest sign, right, that the game's not doing well is the fact that there are so many content creators that are giving up on it. And we'll talk about them later. So, you can see over here, Endfield is a game that requires a lot of tuning up to really get it into a spot where people are going to be happy with it. And this is one of the, I guess, the 17th step that Hypergryph is taking. I don't know if this is the 8th quality of life change or the 9th. They're, listening, but they keep sending out the surveys and they keep sending out feedback requests. So maybe they're not listening enough. Let's see what the fix is here. Certain events and gameplay start times adjustment notice. Dear Endman, we will adjust the start times. Okay. They will still be able to access the content and claim rewards earlier. So basically, they're trying to add more rewards and more resets to the game because they've realized, wow, maybe giving 2.5 pulls in the endgame mode is a slap in the face to the fucking player base. Let me actually see if I can even look at the endgame mode right now. Man, I don't even know how you get to it. How the fuck do you even get to it, bro? Is there a quest you have to do? Wait, where is it supposed to be? Which button do I press? Events. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is dog shit. This is a fucking insult, bro. Coming soon? Yeah, more like leaving soon. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Bro, that's like 300, 450, 600, 750, 900, 1200. That's less than 2. That's 2.4 pulls. Sorry. You know what? it was right for me to get community noted here. It's only 2.4 pulls. I spread misinformation. I overestimated. I overgauged how many actual pulls the fucking endgame was giving. It's only 2.4. So yes, I fucking lied here. I apologize. They're stingier than I fucking thought. They're stingier than I fucking thought. I legitimately thought it was 1250. Well, that's just not that great, right? So naturally, players were probably just like, are you joking? Players were probably like, are you joking? When they saw it was 2.4 pulls. And so naturally, this seems like a direct response to that feedback. So, the start time for the inorganic series in this challenge will be adjusted to February 22nd. They're basically, I think, pulling forward this second reset faster. You see this coming soon over here? They're pulling it forward so that people can claim their rewards faster from this event menu. And then you'll be able to turn that 2.4 pulls into 4.8. Do you know how much you get in... 4.8 is still less than, I think, every other endgame in every other gacha. You don't even need to specify a gacha. I don't know a single gacha that gives less than 4.8 pulls from clearing their endgame. But guys, this is going to be 4.8 pulls in 2 of the resets. So 2 resets in Arknight's Endfield feels like less than 1 reset in other games. But hey, devs listen, right? Maybe there'll be some talk in here about increasing the rewards. Let's see. Okay. The event update time will be adjusted to February. Okay, so they're just pushing forward a bunch of events, but still keeping the old resets available. You could also just do this instead. Why not just fucking increase the pulls? How about just make these give more? Instead, it's like, oh, let's bring this one forward by a week and then keep this one still here? I'm just be honest. It seems like I feel like if a developer increased the pull count in this game, they would be executed by, like, Griffline. Like, genuinely, it seems like these guys are doing everything they can to just not increase the number of pulls. Like if this went from 150 to 300, somebody at Hypergryph is dying tomorrow. That's what I think. Because how is it that, like, the solution is to bring forward the next reset instead of just increasing the rewards? I don't get it. I don't get it. This doesn't seem like a great solution to me, but it is what it is, right? I guess there'll be more content for people to play, but you'll still be, like, fucking picking up pennies in front of, like, a goddamn, like, steamroller, bro. That's what this game feels like. Like, this shit is picking up pennies while there's, like, a fucking steamroller that Hypergryph is driving right fucking behind you, bro. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Other events and gameplay schedules. The schedule, content, and rewards for other events and gameplay modes, such as Umbral Monuments, blah, 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 remain unchanged. So, yeah. Yeah. That's not particularly that promising for me. And so, I decided to make a response to this post, right? Understanding the context of 1.0, understanding the context of the fact that people really do not like the game right now. And I made this retweet over here, right? I already seen it before. Endfield is now in desperation mode to retain its players after one of the worst 1.0 launches in gacha history. I don't think anyone can dispute that this is one of the worst launches ever. When you are seeing this much quality of life, this many surveys asking for feedback, and of course, right, changes that you know and I've already dictated, like, it's kind of obvious these changes aren't really going to fix a lot. Because you're still going to be getting 150 per thing and the pulls are 500 and you're still going to be getting 2.4 per fucking reset. And you're still going to feel like shit. That's a fact. And the thing is that I'm overestimating the number of pulls here. And the reality is very simple. I'm not lying here. This is a fact. You want to know why? Just look at the actual subreddit for this game. What is wrong with this generation? People complaining about the pull count. People complaining about how much stuff costs. People complaining about the resources compared to regular Arknights. And you want to see how many upvotes? Hey, let me throw you one over there, brother. So that was not looking that great, is it? Now we got another one. The entire pull economy of Endfield, the 1.0 version. The male. Because everything in this game gives so fucking little. When the survey comes in and gives you a 300 oro barrel, guys, it feels like one of the biggest sources of pull income in the fucking game. Legitimately, this is like the best way to get pulls. Because you get so little doing anything else. Bro, let me just show you this screenshot. Let me show you this fucking screenshot that I took yesterday when I hit fucking... Bro, when I hit level 53. Let me show you this shit. Bro, that shit pissed me off, man. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You gave me 1/5 of a pull for hitting authority level 53, which takes like 5, 6, 7 days to do from the dailies and shit. You gave me 100 oro barrels, 1/5 of a pull from hitting level 50 fucking 3? Are you serious? This is just like bro, this feels disrespectful. 1/3 of a survey from hitting level 53. Do you think this encourages me to get to level 54 or 55, 56? No, it doesn't. It makes me not want to play the game because I don't get shit. And then I'm leveling giga slow on top of it because it takes a fuck ton of experience to level up after you hit 50. You would assume you'd get more ora barrels if the amount of experience it takes to level up is like 20x'd. But great, I get 1/5 of a pull. Bro. It is just, it's disgusting, man. And that's why people make memes like this. And guess what? Wow. So every player thinks the actual pull income, or at least a good portion of players, right, think that the pull income is fucking dog water. And it's so bad that the male seems like the most generous source out of everything. Disgusting, right? Absolutely disgusting. Oh, what about the income of other resources like weapon pulls? 20 arsenal tickets is literally nothing. Yeah, okay, it's 20 I didn't have, but given that pulling operators is the only consistent method to get a decent chunk of them, I feel like this is a slap in the face. Ah, man. Another highly upvoted post talking about how awful the pulling resources are in this fucking game. So it really does seem like a lot of people are kind of pissed off by this, right? It does seem like a lot of people over here aren't very... Maybe these are all my chatters. Maybe I have just brainwashed... Some CCs will tell you I've just brainwashed the entire Arknights Endfield community. Somehow, I'm going to be honest, if I did that, that's fucking impressive. That's a superpower at this point. Or maybe I was just telling the fucking truth. Like I have been the entire time when it comes to this fucking game. Because these are all issues, guys. I have pointed out every single one of these weeks before these posts have made it out here. I have pointed out and actually explicitly fucking mentioned how these are... You know how many jokes I made about surveys being the #1 source of pulls in this game? Do you know how many times I made jokes about how awful the resources are in this game? Do you know how many times I've clowned on this dog shit fucking feature where you just... Dude, they talked about this like it was an actual way to get pulls. Awesome, great. I'll just refresh the credit store 10 times and get 1 10 pull. Sorry, 1/10 of a 10 pull. I gotta refresh the credit store 100 times for this. It takes a minimum of 100 purchases of this to get a 10 pull. Go fuck yourself, man. Like, what? You might supposed to be playing this game into my retirement, dude? No way, bro. And then we got this. where the players even understand that there's so much fucking wrong in the... Guys, you all know when is a circumstance where Hypergryph survey actually takes 5 minutes? If you don't have any feedback to give. Because the game's good. However, everyone takes longer than 3 to 5 minutes on the fucking survey because there's so much wrong with the fucking game. There is nobody that takes just 3 to 5 minutes on this survey because there's so much to fucking fix. You want to know why? Oh, wait. We got another post over here of someone bringing up the survey and begging people to answer this question because there's so much wrong with the fucking game. Guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because this right here is probably the most damning thing. Someone's gone ahead and they've done the research on what the actual polls look like after events of the honeymoon period is gone. With no events and daily resources, in an update, you should get around 36 polls and 15 banner tickets. Of course, it's speculation. They're possible sources based on the 1.0 contents. But that's not very good, is it? Especially with 120 pity. Especially with 120 pity, right? And expiring banners that don't carry over. Right? That doesn't seem very good now, does it? Doesn't seem very good. And remember, even those tickets that we talked about over here, they expire. Those tickets expire, too. Game first, gotcha second, right? Do you guys see why the music is stopping for this game? Do you see why the 4th survey is being sent out? It's because this shit is fucking ass. It's doo-doo water. It's booty cheeks. There's such a good game underneath this awful fucking publishing and monetization. And that is literally the main issue. Every fucking person is just constantly talking about, bro. That's it. Good game, awful monetization, awful progression, awful systems. Because it got ruined by greed. And it's entirely something that's been done by Hypergryph. And that is all of the talk that goes around in the community nowadays. Guys, posts like this don't get upvoted this much unless a lot of people are really pissed off with the fucking game. That's just a fact. And there's a lot of people pissed off with Endfield because they see the potential, much like I do, but they also see how it got ruined by the devs. And you want to know what maybe the worst part about all this is? Guys, apparently it's Chinese New Year right now. You're supposed to be generous. You're supposed to be generous during Chinese New Year. Bro, this is what they gave us on Chinese New Year. Go fuck yourself, bro. Is this my Chinese New Year? What is this? Now I'm not even Chinese, and I don't want to be Chinese anymore. If this is the Hypergryph CNY, I'm moving to a different company, bro. I'm going to Kuro Games, bro. Genshin's better than this, bro. I'll take fucking 3 polls and 2 sweet madams over this shit. Because guess what? This is Genshin gave more polls. This is 2.5. This is 2.4. With Genshin, I get 3 polls and 2 sweet madams. Wait, they're giving stuff out? What is this? Oh, okay. Never mind. They just, for some reason, what? Why are they hiding it? Why are they hiding it then? What the fuck? Why would you put 880 in there? All they show is the sanity ticket. So, okay. Editor, we'll retract that statement. We'll just cut that part out, because I guess they decided to make this hard. Fortunately, though, it does look like Hypergryph does have some actual rewards in the mail, which just further reinforces, right? It just further reinforces the idea that the mail is the only way to get pulls in this fucking game. Great. So, it's just more so like another Another augment of this shit. Awesome. So I'm glad they're doing it at least, but like, I don't know, maybe it would have been cool to have like an event around Chinese New Year, like every other fucking game. I don't know, whatever, right? I'm not gonna read into it too much. I'll take the fucking polls because God knows we need them. God knows we need them, and we'll just move forward. But yeah, I wonder if it's gonna add up. Hopefully, it adds up to a temple. Hopefully, it adds up to a total temple. I'm praying. It won't. Isn't this for multiple days? It won't. It's not a temple. Wait, is this the only 2 we're getting? Are we not getting a third one? Yeah, every day until CNY ends, so it should add up to a temple by the end. I hope. Otherwise, this shit mad cooked. So, we've clearly seen, right, that Arknight's Endfield is obviously in emergency mode. Arknight's Endfield is obviously in emergency mode with everything that's going on right now. However, there are still some creators out there that don't even play the game anymore, that are still trying to say that Endfield is amazing. And these are the hypergrifters. Guys, they've quit the game. They've quit making content on the game, but their grifting still doesn't fucking stop. Because you can see this post over here. It does seem pretty accurate except for the 2.4 polls. But what Mr. Pokey and his community decided to do, and let's get some context about Mr. Pokey. His last Endfield video was 11 days ago. He's pretty much done with the game and no longer making content on it. But Mr. Pokey decided to ask his community to brigade my post to add additional context. And here's the context, guys, that Mr. Pokey's community brigaded my note with. He talks about the revenue that the game made, which just means that they baited a bunch of people into spending and then they lost all the players, which is awful. Because now it's going to have a reputation of, guys, imagine the next month's revenue and then seeing the drop. Just saying. Because this means if they're asking for players to come back, then players spent and they quit, which means sunk cost didn't even work. The game was so bad, the sunk cost fallacy didn't work to retain them. That's what adding this additional context does. So I think they really fucked up with this play, but this is where it gets worse. Wuthering Waves did worse with optimization, translation, and dubbing issues, some still persisting today. Do you see me mention Wuthering Waves anywhere in this post? Or is this Mr. Pokey and his community introducing Wuthering Waves into the conversation to sow gotcha tribalism? Right? The same creator, guys, who's on the record making tweets like this. I was about to make another vid, but because the gotcha tribalism retards are so dumb that it makes me pity them. So I guess Mr. Pokey's calling himself retarded, which is on brand. The main cause of gotcha tribalism, you spend more time hating on others instead of enjoying the game itself. Remember, these were about a year ago. So he managed to shift completely within a year. Because, guys, Mr. Pokey decided he wanted to brigade my post with a community post. Unrelated to him. Unrelated to everything. So he could further his drama against me. He decided to weaponize Arknight's Endfield versus Wuthering Waves to make drama against me. But he's already done that before. In this video, The Art of Gotcha War, where he shows arrows, swords, all of that being directed from Wuwa to Endfield. And he keeps trying to push the idea that any criticism Endfield gets is from the Wuthering Waves community. And you can see over here, his community is literally confirming that they are the most tribalistic and also mentally retarded group of people in the gotcha space. Because this is really going to seal the deal for you over here. Enfield's only brief PayPal problem was promptly fixed. Guys, Mr. Pokey's community, in this community note, said that Endfield fixed the PayPal problem. Do you want to know what they're calling a fix? Let me show you. Let me show you what Mr. Pokey's community is calling a fix. And this is going to let you know they are the dumbest motherfuckers in the space. They're so stupid, it's unfucking believable. Guys, when you try to use PayPal in the game, you just can't. Mr. Pokey's community is calling them turning the PayPal button off a fix. You just can't use it still. And you haven't been able to use it since launch. It's been almost 30 days, a whole month, since they just turned it off. And this guy's community note, brigaded by his community, says they promptly fixed the issue. Bro, you turned it off. Imagine that your gacha tribalism, your takes, your desire to sow drama between communities, Mr. Pokey, is so high that you call them turning off PayPal the fix. Because, of course, right, he desperately wanted a way to copy my tweet, copy the writing style of it, and then redirect it towards me. Guys, that's what he wanted to do, but then he made this retarded community note to do it, where you call this a fix. Brother, you and your community had to be the dumbest people in the space. And of course, every person that liked this post obviously is just brigading as well, because you're all dipshits if you're calling turning off the PayPal button the fix to the issue. How insane is this? How insane is that? And of course, remember, his community is the one that brings Woo-Wah into the conversation. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pokey's stupid ass is the one that made this community note. Because remember, guys, his last video on Endfield was 11 days ago, and he just hasn't touched the game since on his channel. He just has not even been covering it at all. He's been making videos about me. So, of course, he's going to spread more misinfo about the game. But that's just how it is, guys. That's the power of hypergrifters, and these are, of course, the CCs that have ruined their reputations by simply just going ahead, shilling for the game, saying it's better than it actually is, taking their loot from the views, and then abandoning it. And then Mr. Pokey has the extra damage multiplier, oh boy, right, of lying about the game later, after he's abandoned it. He's still lying in the background to shill it. That takes a special level of tribalism, bro. To quit a game, but still shill it online and spread misinfo around it after quitting. That's the power of Kiyasu, baby. You already know it. And then, of course, we also got to make sure to spend the time to call out other creators as well. We got Miss Captain Cabernet over here, right? Very, very, very talented content creator that has just been uploading Endfield videos and then immediately quitting the fucking game. Remember that game first, gotcha second one? I enjoyed Arknight's Endfield. This was a mistake. Everyone was wrong about Arknight's Endfield. Bro, let me just show you this shit. Bro, let me just show you this shit. There's a reason why I uploaded this video called Hypergrifters, bro. And these two are front and center. Just check this shit out. Check this shit out over here. Somebody looked up Captain Cabinet's UID. You just... And guys, 2 days ago, she was level 38. And her last login was 13 days ago. It will be on day 15 now. We'll be on day 15. Guys, imagine not even getting to Wu Ling. Imagine you haven't even completed Valley Forest story. Imagine, right? You've not done anything in the game when it comes to gearing, all of that, whatever. And then you proceed to say, guys, game first, gotcha second, when you haven't even played the fucking game yet. And then you start bitching and moaning about how the community thinks your takes are dog shit because you haven't played the fucking game yet. You're not angry enough. And then you start schizoing out about the rating of the game. Have thumbnails like, everyone is wrong about Arknight's Endfield, then show its rating. But the unfortunate part is, after that occurs, you then proceed to crash out on stream when you react to my video. Let's listen to this.
That's a 3.
Just a lie. Just a lie.
Wait, let me get the right part. Let me get the right part over here.
Yourself. You are lying again. Breathes. Yourself. You yourself.
Bro, she talks so
Justified
much,
reasoning.
it's insane. Sorry, we just got to get to the point where I talk. It's about 1% of the VOD.
I'm literally saying that the negative reviews
it's like 1%
are
of the
fucking
VOD.
valid. Saint Hontus, you are valid if they're offering just a playing the, especially in actually.
Bro, is she like
lost.
Bro, how is she watching her own
for how
video while reacting to mine? Like, it's
He will
just 12 minutes of her
make shit
watching her
up
own video.
and fucking lie.
Bro, where's my video in here? Bro, how is this a react to mine?
Despite all of that, when a dev team is slow, especially in the justified, everything lost for how people are expressing their feelings.
I'm sorry, bro. This is gonna take a minute. How the fuck did she talk this long about?
And fucking, you could.
Is it here?
Rating of the game isn't real. I have a and fuck.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know where I speak in here. It's so hard to find it. I'm just looking for like a clip where I say something.
Nope. We keep going. Review for the game. About me? Because I genuinely sound smart. Time, you're much less likely to stop what you're doing. Time, you're. These reviews on.
Editor overtime? Guys, this is just gonna be the editor skipping ahead until I fucking speak, bro. This ain't even hard to do. He just takes a giant chunk of the VOD and just clicks delete. This shit is easy to edit, bro.
Creators to somehow bolster yourself. You are
retarded.
Wait, what?
Retarded.
Wait, what?
She starts going on this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the part. This is the part. Good fucking God, bro. I feel like I'm fucking Indiana Jones looking like for a lost relic, man. Jesus Christ. Retarded.
Wait, what?
She starts going on this narrative, this retarded narrative that the rating of the game isn't real. Because you said everyone is wrong about Arcanite's Endfield, then showed the rating. So the natural assumption for anyone that reads this is the rating's wrong. That is the natural assumption from anyone that reads that thumbnail. And to argue against that is genuinely retarded. But let's hear what Cap has to say here. Remember, guys, the title is Everyone is Wrong About Endfield, then it shows the 3.1 rating. At the 3.1 is people downvoting it because of gotcha tribalism.
I said people are downvoting it because of gacha tribalism. I never said this in my video.
Guys, she pushes out thumbnails and titles like that and then proceeds to say he's lying. Maybe register for a fucking second that I don't know, dude. Like, this is the level of hypergrifting that we're on right now to defend our takes, guys. That's just the situation here. We're literally, like, warping reality to, like, suit our own means to justify the fact, guys. Remember, this is what we're trying to justify. The fact that we quit the fucking game, guys. Remember. We're trying to justify this fucking fact, boys. We're trying to justify this shit. Because this is indefensible to say game first, gotcha second. Glaze the fuck out of the game, right? Talk about how amazing it is, how good the systems are, how engaged you are, and that you don't need the gotcha. Guys. We just gotta be honest here. We just gotta be honest here. These guys are grifting rats. And these are CCs that should never be taken seriously in the space again. Because how? Once again, guys, how do you make such contradictory statements like this? Talk about how bad gotcha tribalism is. Talk about how awful it is, right? To do that. And then proceed to be the biggest source of gotcha tribalism in the space where you're openly lying about Endfield fixing its problems and then bringing Wuthering Waves into a conversation that it was never mentioned in. So he does that. Well, you got this grifting rat over here, logging into the game 15 days ago, but then still trying to defend the fact that their review is actually good. Still trying to defend the fact that the review is actually solid. Bro, what are we even doing here anymore? There's a reason why she hasn't uploaded a video in, like, 8 days, bro. I don't think she knows how to make content anymore. I think all she knows how to do is go on stream and fucking lie for 9 hours. Really unfortunate to see how creators like this are ending up. But that's just the reality, guys. That's just what's going to occur in these situations. And hopefully, the breakdown that we've done today, the expose that we've done today of the absolute amount of misinformation being pushed forward by these communities that is hurting the future of this game because it's going directly against what the players actually want. Well, hopefully. Hopefully. That was helpful. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out. All right. 108.33. That's unfortunate. I ended my recording. Sorry. Just wrapping up some stuff with the editors. Had a vid finished at 108.33 on the VOD today. Recording button glitched out. You should be able to find the start time for it because I do the ladies and gentlemen. My bad. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, turn on the Woowa OST. My bad, guys. Yeah, I messed up with the recording there. You can check the community notes writer in the other notes. Where do I do that? How do I check who the writer was? Attentive Glacier Parrot. Who the fuck even is this? Like the subject area is like, they're talking about like ramen and shit. So basically, this guy just got brigaded by Pokey's community. Yeah, I think he's... Bro, they upvoted the wrong one. Yeah, they 100% upvoted the wrong one. That shit is just wrong. Yeah, no, that shit's just mad wrong, bro. All right, guys, is it time for the Endfield survey? Is it time for the Endfield survey? Check your Discord DMs. For what, though? For what? Here's a little something for you. Let me see this.
Yeah. St. Thomas holding it down.
You made a whole ass song, bro?
Crown and Tech. Poke talking loud. It's all cap. Time to set
it kind of hit it, though.
That's right.
Is it a copyright trap? I don't know. I don't know how like AI songs like work nowadays.
St. Thomas dropping real, exposing enough facade.
Yeah, I think let me go check. I mean, it kind of does pop off. It kind of does pop off. I guess this is the thing, right? I think AI soundtracks are way too common nowadays. They're in like everything, and you don't even know. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's like good, but it's like I don't listen to music like this. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's good, but I don't listen to music like this. I'm gonna link it in chat though, because you guys might like it. It just ain't my vibe. It just ain't my vibe. I don't really do R&B and rap. That ain't really my thing. That ain't really my thing. But I will link it in chat because I think it's a good song. Just not my style. Just not my style. Appreciate it though, man. Yeah, give it some love. Give it some love. Give it some love. What is your thing? It's been a while since I listened to music. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's been a while since I listened to music. I think I actually stopped. I think I actually stopped. All right, so I'm banning you because you've been asking me to do something different. How about you just watch a different fucking stream? Because, like, legitimately, I don't understand. I've been reading your messages. They're fucking annoying. You just keep asking me to do something else. So, yeah, go watch a different person. I don't even fucking care, bro. Like, when your only messages in the chat are asking me to do something else, just go watch someone doing the thing you want me to do. Instead of asking me to do it, just go watch. You know what you want. Just go watch that. He said, my bad. Bro, maybe we'll unban him later, right? But that's just really fucking annoying, bro. That's just really annoying. Like, Jesus Christ. I recommend checking the other community notes under this one. Guys, this is also something that I don't think Mr. Pokey has realized is going to ruin his reputation. Let me just say that. I don't think he's realized this one's really bad. Like, this is enough for multiple people in the space to just stop talking to you. And this is the thing. Now, my opinion of people who still talk to Pokey after this really low. Right? Naturally extremely low. He had like an 800 viewer average doing the 4.0 story today. Well, guys, I told you he was not going to get any more fucking views on anything anymore. I've told you this entire time. No matter what he does, right, I still win. You missed the writer only trying to target you? Guys, I don't care. Mr. Pokey, great. Mr. Pokey has retarded 12-year-olds writing community notes for him, and then he links them in his private Discord, and then everyone goes and upvotes it. Guys, I don't care. That's what he's doing instead of making content. Bro, he's out here fucking, like playing war games on Twitter that doesn't turn into anything instead of making content. And just see here. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know. 5 hours stream, 13K views. That's how you know your shit is cooked. That is how you know your shit is cooked, because you have ruined your spot in the algo by only making content around me for the past 5 days. Tis unfortunate, 100%. Tis very unfortunate, 1,000,000%. Giguk react. Actually, why don't we do that one first? Yeah, I'm very interested. I'm very interested in seeing what his take is. And Giguk Garnt, in this situation, I'm going to call him the worst sponsor in gacha history. Because of this statement. It's a joke. Because his sponsor call out is just go Google the game. Which is like literally the worst one ever, but that's what he was told to do. Right? So it'll be a good little joke. The worst sponsor ever. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a pretty funny video over here today. We've got the reaction, or maybe I guess like the debrief, the breakdown from Garnt. You might know him as Giguk, a very big sort of like anime aficionado in the internet community, and of course somebody who's been diving more and more into gacha games because they're a lot like anime. And I just want to be upfront in saying the title is not really clickbait, it's more so a joke based off of the first line of this description over here. Kuro Games didn't give me a link to promote, just Google Wuthering Waves or something. And so that's why I'm calling him the worst sponsor ever, because that is one of the most effortless call to actions I've ever seen. But this is the thing. That's what Kuro kind of told him to do. So bit of a joke on both ends. And with that all out of the way, I just wanted to see what his takes were on version 3.1, because it is, in my opinion, the best story ever told in a gacha before. And it made this, it kind of created like this insane domino effect across the rest of the Wuthering Waves story that brought a lot of like those past events, the past moments, past sacrifices, and made them a lot more relevant and important for the future plot. So it's something to me that has like changed the tone of the game completely. And it was an absolute banger. And so I'm excited to see what the takes... And so I'm excited to see what the takes are from the guy who's, known for, like, judging these stories. And, well, see what it's all about. Let's go ahead. Let's get right on into it.
Sorry if I'm looking a little bit worse for wear today. I've just had my eye surgery recently, and I am not allowed to take a shower for a few days.
Is that real? So this guy's just like, yeah, I'm mad stinky, bro. Yeah, I'm stinky AF right now.
But I feel that makes me uniquely qualified to talk about today's topic. Gacha games. Now, if you've been following me...
He's just method acting right now. Yeah, nah, he's like Heath Ledger. He's like Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. You know those guys that, like, to really get into the role for a movie, they like live like the person.
On Twitch the last week, you know that I have been spamming one game and one game only, Wuthering Waves. Why did I do that? Well, recently the developer of Wuthering Waves, Kura Games, sponsored me to play their latest patch because they were so confident that I was going to enjoy it. So
they really did cook. I think the thing is, I don't think this video even is sponsored. I have no idea. I don't think I saw the sponsor tag at the start. Maybe he didn't disclose it. Maybe he just made it. I don't know.
So even though I only needed to stream the latest patch, I thought I'd go out of my way to play through and stream all of the content I
understand he was sponsored for the stream. I don't know for this video. The vid isn't, only the stream was. That was my thought. I knew the stream was sponsored.
Missed out up till then, just to see what Kura has been cooking and if they were cooking in general.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I finished it, I can say, boy, were they. 3.1 is the best thing that Wuthering Waves has produced thus far, and
absolutely agree.
Brought it to a level I wasn't expecting it to go.
I think that's the general take from pretty much every single person that played it. Yeah, no, it was so damn good. It was mind-blowing how good it was. And it makes you look at everything else in the rest of the game in like a different light afterwards.
And I've been asked by Kura themselves to share my honest thoughts and opinions about it. Mm-hmm. Now, for full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. So
okay.
So I understand that from your perspective, you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Okay, he forgot to put the tag in then. Bad boy.
And that's totally understandable, so I'm going to try and do my best to be specific and give examples to back up what I'm saying, because this video won't be without criticism as well, as I wouldn't have agreed to it if I couldn't give my honest thoughts. So
one thing Kuro does with all of their sponsorships is that they allow you to pretty much openly critique the game and openly critique what happened in it. So, yeah, it seems on brand.
I realize that not all of you might be in tune with the space, and some of you might be wondering, what is this Wuthering Waves you are talking about? Well, Wuthering Waves is this anime-style gacha game, and it's really hard to talk about it without sounding like some generic YouTube ad read. But if you're in the gacha space, you've probably already heard about it, since it is one of the higher end productions you can find in the industry currently.
I think it's great that like you get I kind of view him as like he's not really like a normie, right? Gart isn't really like a normie. It's like he's close to a normie, but also obviously deep in the culture. But I do feel like he's more normie, right, than like the typical like dedicated anime fan that you would think about.
Now, I want to make it clear. I am not a gacha game content creator. I am an anime YouTuber.
Yep.
So I'm definitely coming into this with a much more casual outlook on things.
He's a weeb. I mean, he's like a normie weeb. You know what I mean? Where like he knows how to talk, where I just assume if you're like the most giga anime fan ever, you're like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, think of, okay, it's like Gart versus Tuhu Sniper. Yeah, that's what I mean by normie, right? Compared to Tuhu Sniper, this guy is the most normal person in the fucking universe, right? Yeah, it's him versus Tuhu. That's what I mean. That's a better breakdown of it.
I am definitely not as informed as some of the other creators out there right now. And even in the Weathering Wave space, I haven't played every single character quest. I haven't done all of the exploration or seen everything the game has to offer.
Yep.
I have literally just played through all of the main story quests, some side quests, and played a little bit more of the game offline as well. And as a more casual player, basically catching up to almost a year's worth of content the last week, I can say that Weathering Waves has certainly come a long way since it's launched. I think
Did Gart play at launch? I don't know if he actually played at launch. I'm not super sure. It seemed like he was like picking up the game close to like 2.0, like after 2.0 or something like that. He's played since 1.1? What the fuck?
I think a lot of players has known that the game has had its ups and downs, and
okay, so he's speaking as like a close to day one. Okay, this got a lot more interesting. This got a lot more interesting now that I know he's one of the OGs.
Even myself playing through some of the early patches, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it kind of felt like a slog. But it was around the time, I think it was about patch 1.3, when they introduced Mount Firmament, that
1.1.
I could see shades of what the game could become. And
so he liked the Jinsei and the Chang Li patch.
And I think since then, Kura Games has done a great job of iterating on what they had built before and adding just a little bit more every time.
I'm just going to be honest, guys. I have felt like when you look at 1.1 in relation to what it did for the game, 1.1 was a fantastic update. Just overall, 1.1 was like a great like post-release update.
Sita was a step up from Mount Firmament, and even through that arc, I felt like the overall production values, the presentation, just the amount of love and care they put into it really felt evident. It's really been a treat to see how it's evolved over the years, and especially after playing the entire game patch by patch, back to back, I could see the evolution happen really quickly, and now I think it's safe to say that the game is in the best state it's ever been in right now. And
I think absolutely. I would say that the progression of Wuwa over the past couple of months, or the past couple of years, has been, you have like 1.0, right? You got like 1.0 over here. Then you go up with 1.1. Then you obviously go back down with 1.2, but then right back up with 1.3 because that one's solid. And I think 1.4 kept it like slightly inclined, but then like that. Then you had 2.0 come in. 2.1 kind of brings it down a little bit because it is a bit filler. Then 2.2 like soars even higher. And now we're in 2.3, and I feel like it's a little... 2.3 is like a little bit middling. Then 2.4, we go way back up. 2.4 is crazy. But then 2.5 kind of simmers down a little bit just because it's a like filler patch. Then 2.6 brings us back up. Then 2.7 kind of brings us back up and then down. And then 2.8 is kind of like stagnant, right? It's been a little bit odd in the latter half of the 2.x arc, because it's like a blend of like good story, but then also like the game didn't feel like it was in a great spot when it came to like the events and stuff. So it was just like good story, but then like the other stuff going on in the game was a little bit mid, right? And that's what I mean by 2.5, guys. Good story, but was the 2.5 patch particularly good? I don't think so. I don't think the patch outside of the story was that good. I think the story was good, but what else were you doing during that update?
One thing that really makes Wuthering Waves stand out from other gacha games, and one thing that I can really see the improvement.
That was the 7 out of 10 patch. And so 2.5 just seemed exciting for you guys because the 7 out of 10 Genizad clapped walnut drama took center stage during it. And so it felt like there was content to do because he was the content. I hope you guys recognize that. That's why you have like a favorable reading on 2.5, because Genizad was like, he was the main event.
improvement happen right in front of me is the care and attention to its presentation. Obviously, one of the very notable things are its cutscenes. It has done an amazing job at being able to set big bombastic set pieces and truly deliver on hype and exciting moments, and that was one thing that it always did consistently, especially during the 2.x patches. But what actually truly impressed me is how they went about handling other scenes outside of just the big action scenes, like dialogue scenes, for example.
He's going to be glazing 2.8, right? And this is the thing. 2.8 to me is a spectacle of presentation, but wow, that plot pissed me off.
You know, all too often, especially in video game storytelling, I'm very used to a simplistic style of storytelling, especially if it's just some kind of like character scene or dialogue scene. And what really surprised me was how dynamic some of these dialogue scenes were in Wuthering Waves. During the later patches, the camera isn't just static, cutting between two talking heads. Characters don't just recite their lines. There's camera work, there's character acting, there's movements.
And this is what I mean by insane cinematography. And the main reason why I just didn't like 2.8 was just I just thought the plot sucked. Like, the plot didn't make sense to me. I was like, wait, we're only here for like 2 days, and then like, what it seemed like, how we just teleport to like this new building? Weren't we searching for this forever? But like the actual technical quality of it, it was amazing. But yeah, it's like it was a piece of shit covered in like gold lining.
You can see the subtle emotions on their faces when they say a certain line sometimes. For me, the big noticeable
Not pre-watched, by the way.
jump was from about patch 2.8 onwards, where suddenly I could see a lot of thought being put into stuff like shot composition, framing, lighting, overall direction. And it wasn't even for one of the climactic scenes, it was just this really intimate dialogue between two of the characters. And it honestly surprised me, because what this allows is an extra layer of depth to the storytelling, because you are no longer just listening to the dialogue to grasp a character's emotions. You are actively watching their expressions, you're seeing their actions. It is no longer just a glorified visual novel. This is something more in line you'd see from a regular TV anime. Hell,
TV anime or just simply a AAA game.
I'd argue that a lot of TV anime aren't even as dynamic as some of the scenes you see in Wuthering Waves, and this level of quality only increases in patch 3.1 and 3.0. And you know what? On the topic of production values,
Maybe 3.0, maybe, I don't know. I feel like I try to erase memory of 3.0 from my mind.
I have got to talk about the music, because if there was one thing that I kept getting blown away by and kept getting surprised by, and you can see this on my reaction on my streams, it was how much incredible music this game contains.
Yeah, I think at this point, you can't even say that Wuthering... Like, music in these games is typically the strongest stuff, right? Think about honestly, HSR, ZZZ, Genshin, Wuwa. One thing you can consistently say about all 4 of those games is that the music is good. Maybe this just means good music is not hard to make. And we should just start... Maybe we're overrating it. Maybe good music is just easy to make.
Like, every time you load up a new patch, there'd be like 2 or 3 incredible insert songs of like all different kind of genres. Some of them you only get to hear once, and I'm like, how much music do you have in the backlog, Kuro? God damn. I think one of the...
I mean, we all know the song, right? Does he end up playing the sax song? Is he about to talk about the sax? He's about to talk about the sax, isn't he? Oh, I already know.
The best example.
I got the link ready just in case.
Something I can't even show you guys because it didn't happen on stream. It happened when I was playing off stream, because yes, I did enjoy this enough to continue playing it of my own volition. So I'm just doing this random side quest from one of the older patches, and it brings me to this area, which is a lake underneath some shooting stars. And I'm here just casually...
A lake underneath some shooting stars. Is he talking about 2.4, 2.7?
Exploring it, and then I get hit with this beautiful track that sounds like it could have come from Maiden Abyss or something. And it caught me so off guard that I just had to drop everything and just appreciate the moment for what it was for a second, because it was such a tranquil scene.
I remember this. Yep. Yep, this is either 2 point. This is 2.2, I
Then
think.
after it hit me, I could not believe that this was a moment for a completely optional area. I could have completely missed this moment if I didn't go out my way to do this quest. And it just shows how many amazing tracks and amazing moments that might not even be on the main story quests that Kuro have put into this game. Now, I know
Now, I want to see what his reaction was to my favorite song from 3.1. Apparently, it's right here. His first unprotected sax by the Glipper.
I knew it.
I'm sorry, that's...
oopsie.
Why is he called the Glipper? Bro, can you change this chat? Bro, Glipper is insane. Bro, is that like a common phrase in this guy's chat? Hit him with the Glippy? You about to hit him with the Glippy? Bro, come on. That just sounds weird, don't it? All right, let's hear it. Unprotected sax.
I knew it.
Oopsie.
There had to have been undiscovered debris in this area.
Wow. We're not just
It
gonna...
must have been sealed in the ice wall.
Oh, is that a sax? Oh, Wuthering Waves. You can't just. You can't just.
That was everyone's reaction, bro. Y'all said I was weird when I reacted like that, too. I was like, is this sex music? That was my take. I was like, why are they playing sex music?
At least buy me dinner before you bring out the sax, Wuthering Waves.
Okay, he definitely acted way more zesty than I am, though, during this shit.
You can't just give me unprotected sax like that. God damn.
I'm glad our reactions were similar.
Oh, fuck me. I love me a little sexy sax, man.
I told y'all it was sex music. I was saying the entire time, bro, anyone that hears this gonna say is sex music. Every single person. Every single person. That's a fact. But it is, damn, it's a good soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack, bro. It has to be, I think, low-key the best song I've heard in a game before.
This is a game, and normally when people talk about games, people like to mention the gameplay. And if you have seen my gameplay of this game on my streams, you'd probably know... Probably not the most qualified person to talk about this, because what I want to focus on, and I'm pretty sure the reason Kuro brought me on, was to focus on the story. And
all right, so because Gart won't show you gameplay real fast, I'll do a personal plug. I'll do a personal plug to show you just how insane the gameplay in this game gets. So my editor actually cooked up a wild fucking... Bro, he kind of went crazy with the edits over here, man. I'm going to be so for real with you. Just check this shit out. It goes crazy. And this is the soundtrack from the game that's playing. Don't worry, this fight's only 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Let the show begin! With style and grace. The moon is full.
I'll make myself really small here. There you go. Now you can enjoy it.
Face me. All of me.
Ready for battle. Unstoppable.
With pleasure.
I still think this is the best fight in the game, bro.
Finale.
Thanks for watching.
That intro transition the music to Gian from Yuno was fucking sick.
Bro,
Like, the music
teleported across
elevates
the
this
fucking
fight so
server.
much. The music
Crazy.
elevates this fight like crazy.
World at my strip. Taste my resolve. Future
You're wide open.
reshape.
Fear no.
Oh, that was aura right there. Oh, this part too? You're in the club, bro. You're now in the club.
Thanks for watching. Ta-da! A grand overture. A perfect chord.
I could have turned off the
Representing
UI for this
a
run.
poem of finale. I'll indulge you. On you go. Face me. Answer my call. Fate
Ready for battle.
revealed.
Unstoppable.
Can we just focus real quick on the cinema of having Yuno's moon show up in like the background of his ultimate? Like, can we just focus on this shot for a second? This is the type of shit you're able to do in the game.
Revealed.
It's just, it looks so insane, right? Wait, let me go back a little bit. Let me catch the exact frame, bro. I mean, that just looks so fucking cool, doesn't it? That just looks so fucking cool, doesn't it?
Break.
Thanks for watching.
And of course, we beat this guy's ass. Easy! We beat this guy's ass over here.
The trio of
But that's just what the
destiny.
combat in the game looks like, man. Very fun. And there's so many characters you can use. Obviously, it's one of the biggest draws of the game. And it was, I think, the biggest draw of the game back in the early versions. Like 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, all of that, right? But now the story is something that people are playing this game for. But it's not like you're getting just the story now, right? You still have the amazing foundation of an amazing fucking game. And just so you all know, you guys, if you thought this unit looked cool, this was the first character ever released in the game. This character was released about almost 2 years ago. He's the first limited unit in the history of the game.
Thanks for watching.
And everything I talked about before is fantastic dressing, but unless the meat of the story under that is good, then it all falls apart. And I would say that for the most part, the story of Wuthering Waves was enjoyable. For the majority of my playthrough, what I found it delivered and consistently delivered was great popcorn fun with a little bit of a, let's be real, harem angle, which isn't going to speak to everyone, but if you know the types of anime that I watch and consume, was right up my alley.
So he's saying that there is a kind of gathering wives angle, but it's very clear there are many platonic characters to Rover. Examples of platonic characters to Rover that I think are very obvious, right, is Chakona. Chakona's definitely like a number one, definitely a big one. Then you have Augusta as well. You're gonna have Zodi as well. I wouldn't say Yuno because you went into the dark depths to save her. Galbraina definitely doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, Galbraina does not give a shit about you, 100%. And I think Kart's too busy saving the world. I think Kart's too busy to save the world and, like, being a knight to actually, like, care. So, yeah, that's my personal take. Frolova obviously also fucking hates you, too.
The way I approached it was with a similar mindset to watching a high-budget, well-produced power fantasy show, and a lot of this was down to how the story would play out in every patch. For the most part, here's how it goes. You start a new story arc, you get introduced to a new character. It's probably gonna be a girl. You find out a little bit about their backstory and what problems they're going through, and then in comes Rover, the guy, the GOAT himself, who steps in and helps them to solve whatever issues they were going through. They end their character arc, we have a big bombastic set piece, and then Rover and them become friends.
There's a lot of animes that do that, yeah.
Afterwards, friends. And yeah, I definitely understand during my playthrough why the fan base lovingly calls it Gathering Wives. This isn't to say that I thought it was on the same level as some brain-dead isekai or anything, because
And that's what I mean. It's got elements of it, but it's not like fully leading into, oh, like my 100 girlfriends. Shit like that. Like, isn't that like actual? I've seen the title before, like on some websites. Is that actually, does that guy actually have 100 girlfriends? Not right now. Obviously, he'll get there, right? That's the yeah, whatever. That's
because there are a lot of stories that have heart and hit a lot of emotional beats, but it was hard to see it as anything more or substantial because every patch we'd reset and recycle through the same formula, and you know what? I was fine with that.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially when, like I mentioned before, you were getting peppered with quests where even though the characters are female, they're obviously platonic. Chikona, Zani, Jeja, like there's a lot of units. There's a lot of units that are like actually genuinely very platonic.
It felt like it knew exactly what it wanted to be, the audience it was trying to hit, and for what it was just a lot of fun. That is, until 3.1. This patch showcased the story that had a level of emotional depth that maybe the game had shown shades of before, but never fully realized as well as it did here.
There's a reason why 3.1 I ended up talking about Frolova a decent amount. Because I don't think I ever ended up with that deep of a thought about the story until it was 2.5 to 3.1. That's like the gap.
Really took the characters to places I wasn't expecting.
That's what I mean.
And explored themes and ideas they hadn't done before or I ever thought Wuthering Waves was going to explore. And it's almost impossible to talk about why the story of this patch hit so hard without just straight up spoiling some of the big reveals of what happens in this story arc. So
I saw that message that got deleted. How did you delete that one while laughing?
Happens in this story arc. So you have been warned.
He used the vanish command? He self-vanished? Never mind. What did he say? Rosia's platonic unless you S6 her. Remember, that was a deleted comment. I did not condone that message.
I'm going to talk about spoilers. Okay? So, Rover has an adopted daughter. The big twist is the new character, Imeth, is not just another wife. She is your adopted daughter. And damn, when that moment hit, I felt truly bad about some of the comments I'd said about Imeth when I first saw her. Because
this is like, I feel like this was like the realization. Let me just... This is what I feel like was like, it was like a Gart. I feel like a lot of people, it was like this. It was like this scene from back in the day. You guys remember Nade Shot? Did you?
Final score.
Just
2-2.
Just read the chat box. Just read the chat box over here.
Oh, wait, that looks really bad, bro. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's what I get for talking shit, bro. Oh my god, dog. Hey, we ranked up. Oh my god, why did it delete us? Like, why did it do that?
And guys, there's another one too. Some people haven't seen this clip yet.
I don't even, like, dude, like, I just sneezed. That's just a fucking sneeze, man. That's just a sneeze. I don't know, like, you're so wrong. You're like, just watch this, okay? Just listen in slow mode. Give me a sec here. Okay, slow mode was a bad idea. The point is, I just sneezed. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was actually a sneeze. It was just a sneeze, man. It was just a sneeze. Like, I don't know how you guys even, like, get that to be anything more. I literally sneezed. There's like 3 people out there that will confirm that. It was just a fucking sneeze.
Bro, that is like what I feel like is happening. That's like what I feel like is going on when people found out, wait, she's your daughter. That's what I feel like like those are two. That's what I feel like it was like, the reactions.
Because based on Wuthering Waves,
Guys, I will say, the first time I saw this clip was like a month ago, and I was like, bro, I was laughing for like 10 minutes. I was laughing for like legitimately 10 minutes the first time I ever saw this clip. And it was only like a month ago.
track record, when she first got introduced in the previous patch, I think I said to myself, there we go, a new wife to add to the collection. And about halfway through the patch, I was like, oh god.
She's your kid.
Oh god, what did I say about my baby? But after the shock of it all wore off, I thought it was such a genius move because it allowed us to see sides of the characters that we had never seen before and could never have explored before, by the simple fact of her not just being another possible wife character or a friend character.
Absolutely. I think the fact that you don't, like, this is the thing. What Rover did for Amith and the sacrifices that were made for Amith, right? Rover dies in this story, right? You don't do that unless it's for someone or something that you, like, love. And so, obviously, they don't want Rover to have, like, a confirmed canon relationship because of people. But a daughter, that's fine. And so, this was truly, like, I think one of those moments where you see the main character making one of the biggest sacrifices possible, and the context of it fits well in the story.
You are able to showcase a new dynamic between Rover and this new character. You know, it's because of this dynamic that we really get to see a vulnerability in Rover that we never have seen before. Yep. I said this before on stream, but I really resonated with Imeth's character arc, and there was this moment where... Okay, so I've tried to record this next part multiple times, but I haven't been able to convey it as well as when all the emotions were still raw when I first said it on streams.
Just rewatch it, bro. You'll get sad again, I promise you.
So I'm just going to play that clip. I think actually...
Okay.
The most emotional I got was when they were just having a conversation together. And it was a conversation where Imeth, as an adult, told Rover that she understood how hard he was working and, you know, he had to go save the world and everything like that. And she understood that. I got a flashback of a conversation I had with my dad. He apologized to me. And he apologized because he was thinking back to this one memory where I really, really wanted to play with him. I didn't want him to leave to go to work. And he kind of had to, like, brush me off because he had to go to work. And he said that moment has, like, haunted him forever. Like, I told him straight up, Dad, I do not even remember this moment. I'm sure when I was a kid, I was really sad, really upset about it, because I just wanted to be with my dad. But as I've grown older, I see and I saw, even as a kid, how hard you worked and how hard you had to, like, push yourself to provide for the family. And
you know what? I see why he wasn't trying to repeat that in this segment over here. I see why. That's just not really something you decide to talk about on a whim when the subject matter calls for it. There's got to be a build-up for that. So, yeah, perfectly fine for him to replay that part. I see why now.
I think seeing Imeth sacrifice so much for her own parent just reminded me how much I would do for my own parents.
Okay, now this is the... Guys, I don't mean this to be funny, but, like, he obviously rewatched that part of the clip, and then he just got right in the mood anyways to, like, carry it on. So it's like, he kind of, like, did what he said he wasn't going to do. That's the part that I, like, find, like, a little bit funny, because it was like, oh, I'm not in the emotional state to do it. But it literally sounds like he is right now. So I think he just rewatched it with us as well.
Just to make them feel how grateful I am for everything they've done for me. And even if I could just pay back a fraction of their lives and the hard work they put to give me the opportunities that I had, just, whew, I'm
This is what I meant. It's like he's in the clip already. It's like it's just a continuation of that clip.
I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. And this level of emotional storytelling just wasn't something I thought Wuthering Waves could produce, because that wasn't the only big and interesting reveal to happen in this patch.
I think that this story is one of the most relatable ones ever, because it's like when you have like the traditional harem, right? Or like maybe even like love lost story. Guys, you're gacha game players. There's a good chance nobody has had a partner here. Or sorry, there's a good chance that a good part of the people playing this patch will have not had a partner, will have never been in a relationship, blah, 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 all of that. So it's like not really relevant, right, to talk about the issues in a relationship. But here's a fact. Everyone playing this game had parents. Yeah, here's a fact. Everyone playing this game had parents. Some of y'all might not know them, which is very unfortunate, but there's a good number of people that do, and you just know that you were created somehow, bro.
Because we finally get to find out a little bit more about Rover's past.
Unless your father is God. But like, yeah, that's like a couple thousand years ago, right?
As well. So it turns out that Rover is essentially an immigrant from another world. He was someone who was sent here from a mission, but also someone who really longs and misses home. Someone who wants to go back to their birthplace, but is unable to because they don't have enough power or influence to do so. And guess what, guys? Surprise, surprise. The theme of longing for home was something that hit really close to me as someone who has made a short film exploring that exact theme. But I think the most interesting thing about this reveal is how much it humanizes Rover. Before this, we saw Rover as this all-powerful person, the guy...
Why did he call Rover an immigrant?
...who has sentinels as pets, the founder of the Black Shores who guided humanity.
Sorry, I realized he did that like a couple of minutes ago. I'm just like, what?
In the past.
Like... Guys, that would be like calling Omni-Man an immigrant. like from Invincible, you call Superman an immigrant. Would you call Superman an immigrant?
Rover was the guy.
Yes, he is. God, I know. I understand that, but just because it's technically true doesn't mean you need to use the fucking word.
Guy. Or girl. But now we see that he is just a guy sent on a mission far away who really misses home but doesn't have the power or standing to do so. And for the first time, it made me really excited to see where this character could go in the future. Which brings me to what I'm hoping the game does.
I mean, the fact that you see, like, the rover inside of, like, the sigillum suit, you know, it's, like, their frequencies and stuff. I mean, you know that there's going to be a big sort of, like, homecoming eventually, right? Very excited to see where that one goes.
Because as a self-contained story, I don't have many criticisms of 3.1 because it was a really tight, well-told story overall. But
only thing I could say dragged about 3.1 was the platforming piece. It was cool though. They made it nice. It was just some of the stuff felt really repetitive there.
Instead, it has changed the way I view it, for better and for worse, because from a storytelling perspective, this has really upped the ante. In my mind now, this has become more than just some pseudo-harem power fantasy story, and as such, my expectations for the storytelling have also gone up. And I think for the quality to maintain at the new bar that this patch has set in terms of storytelling,
I think we need a filler patch. No joke. I hope 3.2 is like, it wraps up the story arc that we're on right now, then a bit of a filler for the second half. I'm hoping for that because I actually do think we need time to chill.
there are two main things that I'm really, really hoping will happen in the future. For characters to change and for consequences to stick. What do I mean by that? Do I mean that I think Imeth should remain a potato and have Rover live with that? Well,
No, because the mech is who Imeth will become.
I think that would be a
Quote-unquote Imeth. Potato Imeth.
very interesting and ballsy place to take the story, but
Because in the story, in 3.1, Imeth and the mech are the same. You never see the mech and Imeth both on the screen at the same time, right? And so part of my theory has been that Potato Imeth controls the mech. That's why the mech kind of sounds like a robot because, well, Potato Imeth is an exoswarm. While regular Imeth is a human form that just, talks and has the same personality.
I don't think that's going to happen. What I mean is that I hope the events of this patch spark the beginning of some kind of change within Rover as a character, because like any great story, characters need to develop.
What I'm hoping is that Rover, at some point, has another person similar to Imeth from their past, but they're not alive anymore. Somebody that they cared for at that level, but they're actually not alive anymore.
Biggest weakness for Wuthering Waves right now, and a lot of games in the gacha space for that matter, is that we have gotten so used to jumping from one character story to another, because that is just part of the gacha ecosystem. There's always a new...
But maybe they're not alive anymore, but you meet their descendant.
banner to sell, a new shiny wife to collect, but Wuthering Waves especially was one of the biggest offenders of this, because it always felt like no matter what big developments happened in a certain patch, lore-wise it might have some implications, but it would never seemingly have any long-lasting impact on the characters before moving on to the next. I think a great example of this is what happened in patch 2.5 with Frolova's story. This was the patch where, for the first time, we get to see someone actually challenge Rover and put him in a morally questionable position. A patch where he did not get the good ending. It was
the patch where Rover didn't get a good ending. Yeah, I mean, the whole Frolova situation was kind of just like, they end up at like a bit of like a stalemate, right? They end up at a bit of a stalemate. They both don't really get what they want, and it's kind of just awkward.
a patch that broke the pre-existing formula the game had set up before then and really had the potential to have some long-lasting implications on Rover as a character. But then he kind of just gets over it within like 5 minutes, and in the very next patch he goes back to being the same badass Giga Chad saving the day like he always was. And the events from the previous patch are barely a speck on his mind or his conscience. Frolova who? Never heard of her. And I sincerely hope that this doesn't happen again this time.
I think it's the fact that Kuro plans on using Frolova as a bit of like a slow burn. I think there's a reason why they like show her in cutscenes like literally stalking Rover. Like she shows up in cutscenes like the Renacita finale, just like literally stalking him. So I think they're going for, yeah, they're trying to, Frolova will be back. And I think that's like the point of, I don't know. I'm excited to see where they take her.
Imeth isn't just another potential wife or another friend from your past. She is your daughter, and with that comes responsibility. And with everything that's set up, what I would hate to see is all of the issues and all of the conflicts to be solved, and that Rover would go back and default back to the same guy he always was.
I think that Rover can't. After learning, like 3.1 in my opinion is meant to be like the sort of like chapter shift. There's no way Rover can go back to the old things that they're doing with the new knowledge that they have from both Sigillum and Ameth and then their past and all of that. There's no way that they do. And so I understand his concerns here, but to me, it's like theory crafting. Like, to me, this is like theory crafting on how Kuro could fuck it up. And I'm glad he's doing it, right? Because it shows that he understands really, like, keenly, right, what 3.1 did well. But I just want to, reconfirm, it's like theory crafting. So Kuro would have to, like, fuck up tremendously to, I guess, have this reality that he's talking about actually happen.
Which would be a massive shame in my mind, because this is the patch that, for the first time, I actually saw Rover as a character and not just a conduit for the player. Like, if we do end up saving Imeth, which I assume we will, is there going to be some kind of sacrifice? Is there going to be a choice that Rover makes that is going to live with him, that will stick with him till future arcs?
This is my take. I think that a pivotal part of the fight against Aleph 1 with, the fight against Aleph 1 is going to include Sigillum, Rover, Chisa, and Ameth. And I think at some point, Ameth, or no, I think the sacrifice that's going to be made is from Sigillum's end. Like old Rover. And I think part of it is that old Rover might actually make the decision to just let go of their past. Like, now that they know about it, like, to defeat Aleph 1, like, Sigillum might have to, like, disappear or something, right? And that basically means all hope of going back home. Perhaps something like that. And maybe that's the sacrifice that gets made, right? The idea of home. And then every single memory of home, right, just disappears alongside that. Could be it. Who knows?
Is there anything that will happen within the next few patches that will change the way I view him as a person, as an actual character? By giving his actions consequences, it makes the things he does have meaning.
All I know is there's a lot going into this next patch, and who knows, right? There's potential that Kuro might decide to rewrite the story based off of certain theories that are out right now. That developer interview almost has me thinking that they're open to doing some deviations in the plot to, like, maybe go with what like people are most excited about, because I think a lot of the theories that have, like, occurred are very, very, very smart. But they did make a comment about Chisa maybe not being as front and center as they might have liked, or as some people were theorizing. So we'll just have to see.
Add stakes to the choices he makes, and it makes him an actual character, and an interesting one as well. This is what I think needs to happen for me to see this as not just good for a gacha game, but an amazing narrative experience that can be compared to some of the great traditional games, movies, or anime.
That's why I've been putting 3.1 story on the same level as, like, general media. It's 3.1 story elevates Wuthering Waves' story beyond every single Hoyoverse game ever made. Pretty much beyond every single gacha game ever made. And I don't think there's really an argument against that. Hoyoverse's story is literally a fucking joke in comparison. It's like this Donald Duck, like goofy ass, like Mickey Mouse shit. You know it, bro. Like I saw so many people bitching and moaning about Nodcry's story seeming like a fucking fairy tale, bro.
As a community, gacha is often judged by its patches. A game is only as hyped up as its previous patches. Every patch needs a narrative climax, a character moment in it. And I think what we sacrifice with that is setup time for a real payoff. It's long-running character arcs, because
and one of the reasons why 3.1 was so great was that you literally felt the payoff from literally the rest of the stories games combined. Like the rest of the chapter stories, the quests that we've had from 1.0 to 3.0, that 3.1 felt like payoff for everything.
When every patch you are introducing, showing the backstory, and paying off a certain character, there is no time to build up towards the bigger picture. But right now, Wuthering Waves is poised in this very interesting situation where they've put the narrative pieces into place that could really drive change for the characters within it. But as it stands right now, the story presented in 3.1 is definitely peak Wuthering Waves, but I would hazard to call it peak just yet because that would imply that it couldn't potentially get better.
I'm not going to call it peak because that would imply it can't get better. This fucking guy.
And I don't see it that way anymore. Right now, though, I'm just...
So he's saying he thinks the story's going to get even better from here.
Really excited about where this game could go in the future and where...
So that's why he's deciding not to call it peak, because he thinks the peak is higher than this.
The story could possibly go, because there is so much potential here. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves even more in the future. And yeah, that's it. That's my opinion on Wuthering Waves.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that was an awesome review by Gart, awesome review by Giga, whatever you want to call him, right? And my take is that, yeah, he is one of those day ones that I think hasn't been playing as often as maybe somebody like me. But this is the thing. Brother clearly knows what he's talking about, got like some minor versions and stuff like that wrong, and he shows a deep understanding of the story. And I think the fact that somebody like this is showing such a massive level of confidence, and then, of course, accurately depicting what would make the story fall off, but then confirming, right, he doesn't really think that's going to happen. It's only going to get better. I think this is one of the biggest sign-offs you could have gotten in the space, and this is my personal take. This didn't even feel like a sponsored review. It didn't feel like it was sponsored. And, like, I guess this is the thing. I don't even think Kuro reviewed this shit. I think they just said, upload your review on it. We don't have to check it out. Like, you can just upload whatever you want. And I feel like that's what might have actually happened. So, maybe this is the worst sponsor ever. Maybe this is the best sponsor ever. Who knows? You get to decide. But, all I know for certain is that his directions are just Google the game. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out. All right, so that's that one over there. That is that one over there, ladies and gentlemen. Looking very, very, very solid. Why the video got mass dislike? That's 137. That's not a lot. That's 8.6K likes at 137. All right, AKE survey. I need to go take a piss real fast. So, yeah, so let me go do that. I'll play some music, though. And you already know which song I'm about to play, bro. Bro, I have been single-handedly raising the views on this fucking soundtrack over. It's already at 17K, bro. It's already at 17K, bro. Alright, BRB. It's so good, bro. We still need to do that AKE survey. What's going on here? What's going on here? Check this out. What do you want me to check out? Check this banger edit.
Pretend to be everything you are not.
I'm sorry, I don't watch these. Nah, I'm good. I don't watch those, bro. I'm my bad. Nah, that shit is kind of cringe. I'm good, bro. That sounded like that I don't know what kind of audio they were using. Bro, even when she's taking the day off, there's no days off. Unk would have listened if it was the sax song in the edit's background. I would have. Dude, this is like, dude, like, isn't this your day off? Isn't this her day off, bro? What is going on, man? Dude, she needs to go away. She needs to go away, bro. She has to be getting, like, this is the thing, guys. I think everyone's getting tired of it. I feel like everyone's getting tired of it. It's just weird at this point. Right? It's just weird at this point to still keep going. If the video in this tweet was made to damage Pokey's brand and ruin his career with the react with lies, is it valid? Copyright strikes on YouTube are valid if the content infringes copyright without fair use, regardless of intent to damage or presence of lies. Lies may constitute defamation, a separate legal issue. I'm just saying that doesn't look that good, right? I'm just saying that is maybe why Sarah stopped tweeting. This might be the moment Sarah stopped tweeting. No one will want to associate with Pokey straight up. Guys, this is the thing. I don't think people recognize the amount of damage somebody does to their reputation by doing stuff like striking. That's a fact. There's a massive amount of reputational damage. Okay, guys. I've gotten the same link 30 times. I get it. I get it. It's weird. I get it. It's weird. Tweet it. Sarah caps every CC's chat to Brigade. Guys. Guys. The stream title says soon for a reason. The stream title says soon for a reason. We want justice. Well, we should all know from recent events that justice isn't necessarily the easiest thing to come by nowadays. Didn't Tectone call her out? This is my take. I feel so bad for Tech right now. I feel so bad for him. It's unfucking real. You wanna know why? Because he literally came back to the biggest shitstorm ever. And it is it is simply done. It is the biggest shitstorm ever. And it's so dumb that it's even happening. Because it doesn't make sense. It came out of nowhere. It's because of Arknight's Endfield gotcha takes that I was just right about the whole fucking time. It was about Arknight's Endfield gotcha takes that I was right about the whole time. So, it's because people got mad at me for having the right opinion about the game. Alright, I need to go like fucking, I need to do this sanity shit, bro. Fuck. Alright, give me a second here. I need to like, bro, clearing endgame, I don't even want, like, this is the thing. I'm so turned off by, like, how slow everything is to get. Like, I don't even want to, like, build my units for endgame right now. Toss up the thing I sent you last night. What is it you sent me last night? Oh, wait. I think I know. Guys, this is the thing. I've got... Oh. Oh, right. Right, this dipshit. Guys, remember. We got Skull Siege. I'm glad the devs are doing this. I'm loving the game, but the endgame right now does feel dry with the same pull economy. I get we are early in the game, and that generally most gacha games are dry after the endgame, but we do need something else to do for endgame, especially for pull... Oh, wait. Wasn't this the guy that made 10 videos on me because... He made 10 videos on me because I was critiquing the exact same things he's saying should be added to the game. He just pressed escape and then clicked the switch teams button. So what was the point of the drama? There was no point. Because I was right the whole time. It was merely an excuse to start 1v15ing me. That's all it was. Baited into a drama where I'm just right about everything about the game. And you want to know what the awful part is? Bro, with this, everyone involved looks so bad. And you want to see where the current state is for all those people that were in that fucking... Bro, let's just do a bit of a status report, guys. Let's do a quick little fucking status report on this situation, bro. Nice. Good. Well played, bro. Who else we got here? Bro just quit gacha. Bro just quit gachas. Now he's playing Dokkan Battle. Ooh, man. Yep. Oh, yeah. It worked out real good for you guys, didn't it? Yeah, you're surely taken super seriously in the space now. Who else was even involved, bro? I don't even know. Who else was even involved, bro? I don't even know, man. Age of consent guy? Okay. Legions is not the age of consent guy. This is the age of consent guy right here. This is the age of consent guy right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They can't get views without their father. Hey, our views can't go down if we don't upload. Yes, this simple trick. The simple trick to avoid drama. Your views can't go down if you never upload. You know what I think? I think she's so scared to see what the results of her algo are now, she's just not uploading. I think she's fucking terrified to see where she lands, because if her video doesn't do well, I'm gonna shit on it so badly, I don't think she can handle it. That's the reality of it. She's just not uploading because she knows if this video that she uploads doesn't do well, she is going to be the biggest laughingstock in the fucking space. She knows it. So the next video is guaranteed to be on me. You already know it. She's not going to upload anything unless it's on me, because she knows it's going to get fucking ruined because her algo is dead. Guys, really unfortunate, bro. Really, really, really unfortunate that this happened, man.
Half grand later, and then... Hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No.
I said give it back now. Noah!
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry, you can't just... Oh, Larry!
Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
Punk.
2.5. Oh, Larry!
Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I...
I'm saving this. I'm saving this.
Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
Punk.
Y'all want the link? I want the link too. You slapped Pokey twice? Did I? Let me see here.
Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
Wait, did we slap him twice? I only saw one.
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry, you can't...
Okay, that's Legions, Pharaohs, Fox Soul, Pixel Tree, Text just watching, Blazion, Ryuku, Pokey, Itoma. No, Itoma gets slapped twice. Wait, does he?
Larry, what's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested.
Boom. Boom. Oh, no, Pokey does get slapped twice.
What's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
Yo, what's up, Sherry? Wait, I get him on the forehand and then somehow on the backhand too. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Oh my fucking god. Wait, this is nuts. This is nuts, bro. I can't believe. Wait, this was uploaded this morning. Oh boy, guys. I think after you see the states of their channel, there's no disputing this. There's no disputing this after I've just done a status report on their entire channels. All their shit is cooked. All of their shit is legitimately fucking cooked after this drama. Nuts. Nuts. Pharaohs is just saying that he's playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan, bro. He's playing Dokkan battles. He's just playing by himself in the corner over there. Just got Techie manning the barbecue. That's I think the funniest part is just Techie sitting there and he's just like, oh, shit. Yeah, this is the real steak and eggs right here. That's the real steak and eggs right there. That's beautiful, bro. Holy shit. That's fucking beautiful. Hey, good shit right there, bro. All right, I gotta go fucking do this protocol space. God damn it, bro. This team is actually a lot of fun to play, though, at the very least. Okay, I don't know why this shit feels bugged.
Be careful. I got this. Be consumed.
Like, you can chain together stuff so much of this team that, like...
Wolves, let's feast.
I like the combat with this team. I actually do really like it.
Melting flame. No escape. You die.
That and I don't know. This unit just feels so much better than Yvonne. It's nuts. Hopefully I'll have my energy for the next fight. I don't think I spent too much of it here. Yvonne is bait. This character is so much, like, more fun to play than Yvonne. It's crazy. Like, if you can go back in time, like, get this unit because she's just fun. She's just so much more fun. Yvonne's just such a piece of shit in comparison. It's nuts. But yeah, I'm out of sanity tickets, so it is what it is.
We're going head to head.
All right. And this is my favorite shit to do with her. You prime up all your stuff, all your resources, and then just go fucking crazy. And then you're just using, like, her super buffed up ability so much. Like, look, I'm out of SP, but you know what I mean. And another one? Oh, brother. Like, this is what I mean by this character is like, I like the combat playing with this unit. And it kind of sucks, though. Because this team feels great.
We are getting there.
I like this team a lot. It's the most fun one, for sure. Yvonne is just so ass compared to this. She's so boring. Unbelievably fucking boring. Woo-wah category? I didn't even realize I was in it. I mean, we were just watching. I mean, guys, we were fucking watching, what's it called? Arknight's Enfield's at 2.4K. Why does Chad care so much about the category? I don't know. I don't know why people care so much about it. It's like, what if I don't change it? Are you gonna die? What, are you gonna die? What? Why does it matter so much? To get the Endfield rewards? Oh, right, because there's no polls in the game. You're right. You're right, because there's no polls in the game. True. True. Right. So. Hey, gotta get every last drop. Hey, I respect it, boys. Hey, just say that. Guys, just say that. Please change the category so I can get the Endfield drop rewards because there's no fucking rewards in the game. Just say that and I will switch, bro. Like, hey, I got you, bro. Hey, no worries. Oh, dude, I need to fucking, oh no, I think I need to spend my sanity as well. Oh, okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. We got all of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, guys. Like, it is so rough. So rough. Let's get this survey going. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for us to take not the first survey for Arknights Enfield 1.0, not the second survey for Arknights Enfield 1.0, not the third survey for Arknights Enfield 1.0, but the fourth survey in less than 4 weeks of service for Arknights Enfield version 1.0. Because I think it's pretty obvious for anyone that's been playing the game. This game does have a solid foundation with a lot of great things in it. Stuff that I actually genuinely love that I think is improving the space as a whole. But it's got so much. Oh, I'm out of storage. Shit. Give me 1 second over here. I'm out of storage. My bad, guys. Good thing I wasn't in the middle of the survey. How have you been recording so much lately? Actually, that's not that confusing. I've been recording so much. We've been making a lot of very long videos. Switch to Arknights Enfield. Views dropped by 300. OMG, it's a dead game. Did I actually lose 300 viewers switching to the Enfield category? If so, that's brutal. If so, that's brutal. I lost 200 switching. Doesn't that mean Woo-Wah is botting? I don't think so. I think that means people are just like, wow, he's covering this piece of shit? God damn it. It happened when it came on stream. It happened when I showed DJing. I gave people PTSD and they felt like they needed to log off. They had to switch the stream. Anyways, we're on our fourth survey. And that is pretty damn crazy when you think about the fact that it hasn't even been the 4th week of the game's service yet. And, well, this is also going to be one of the biggest sources of ore barrel in the game. This X300 that you're seeing over here. So, obviously, the goal for us today is to go through, see that survey, give the honest take on why we're just not enjoying that game this much as a level, well, I'm a level 53 player. So I have been grinding quite a lot. Haven't really tackled the end game yet, but that's something we plan on doing in the future. Let's just go ahead and give our takes and talk a bit about what's going on here. All right. So, blah, blah, blah. Greetings, administrator. Okay, awesome. Okay. As of now, how would you rate your overall satisfaction with Arknights Enfield? I'm going to give it a 2. Because I am seeing more and more the potential in the game's combat. I am seeing more and more how exciting stuff can get as new units are added. I see the potential moving forward because I've unlocked Surtur, because I have Leviatane's team, and I'm actually enjoying the combat now. I'm going to put it at a 2. However, brother, the path to getting there, to finding this realization, if I wasn't a content creator, I'd have already quit the game. Because it took so long to get that second team up and running, which is the Surtur team, and it took so long for me to finally start having, like, fun with the game's combat. If I wasn't a CC and I was just playing the game as a consumer, I would have quit long before then because of how little fucking pulls you get in this game. And the lack of resources. And the lack of progression. But because I get paid to cover this game, that's why I was able to make it to this spot. And there are a lot of people that have quit the fucking game. Regarding the current version, which of the following aspects of the game experience do you currently enjoy? Combat. I like the factory. UI sucks. Monetization sucks. The music's good. Performance optimization has been getting actively worse as the game goes on. Controls, camera, and character. I like the controls camera. Lore's not good. Main mission is... I guess the main mission is alright. Voice acting. The voice acting does seem solid. Everything else, though, is... I guess the map and environment art looks good. Everything else looks like... Everything else is shit, yeah. No, the enemy design, those guys with the shield, why are they even in the game? Bro, their existence is to just sit there until their stagger bar is broken, then you one-shot them. They just sit there doing nothing. It's confusing, right? Regarding the current version, which of the following aspects of the game experience do you think could be further improved? Even if you're enjoying a certain aspect of the experience, you can still select if you think it has issues. AIC Factory gameplay. Absolutely has issues. Rewards and benefits, character progression, reading experience. I think I think that's fine. Monetization. Combat still has problems because some characters feel so shit, it's unbelievable. Some feel amazing. Some feel like shit, like Yvonne. As long as Yvonne is in the game with her current kit, combat is always going to be a problem because Yvonne is a limited unit. Yvonne is a premium unit, and she feels like a like 2-star unit. She feels like a 2-star unit. Performance optimization, it's been actively getting worse. Enemy design is awful in a lot of places. The UI is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, it's worse than ZZZ. Like, I don't think anyone can deny this game's UI. I was right, too. I remember saying, they're going way too much for style with this UI, and simplicity is better. People are just getting confused because they're leaning too much into the artistic style with this. And guess what? The UI in this fucking game makes me want to uninstall it as well. I think everyone can agree with that. Now we'd like to learn about your views on the chartered headhunting, operators, and the limited time arsenal weapons. Would you look at that? Is this the developers talking about the banner system and all that? Regarding the following 6-star operators, how would you rate your liking of them? I like Levitain. I like Levitain. I think she's great. Gilberta, I can't really say because I'm not really that engaged with the game anymore. I haven't done her quest. I haven't even tried. I've done 20 polls, the 20 free polls that I get. I just can't say, though, because I'm not engaged enough with the game to want to play any content surrounding her. Especially because I can't pull her because there's no pity carryover and I can't even make the chance. Overall, while headhunting, how much did you want to get, Levitain? I was interested. I really wanted the operator, and I've already gotten her. However, I think a lot of people are going to select this one. I wasn't able to get 120 pulls by the time her banner ended, because you have no pity carryover, and I was not able to even attempt to pull for her. While headhunting for Levitain, what potential level? 0. While headhunting, how would you rate your willingness to increase your potential? I have no plans. You do not deserve any of my money. And the current state of the game, you deserve absolutely nothing from me monetarily. You mentioned that you don't want to make efforts to increase potential. What are the primary reasons for this? You have ruined the early game pull income while also making your banners have no pity carryover. Mechanics this predatory don't deserve a single cent of investment from me as a player. That's just it. I don't aim for the... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. You can only choose one. So, clicking this one unselects all the others, even though it's a multiple select. Wow, this is truly a billion-dollar company, isn't it? Wow, truly a billion-dollar company over here. Yeah, so now people aren't going to get pissed off from this one, you fucking dipshits. How are you trying to get taken seriously as a developer when you can't even format a survey properly? You can't even format a fucking survey properly. No wonder the PayPal integration worked out the way it did. Probably the same guy that did the PayPal thing fucking did this. You're retarded. Get fired. I don't even know what to say at this point. You should be fired at this point. What's wrong with you? How is this in the game as you're begging for our feedback and trying to say that you're listening and that you fucked up and you want to make it better? You don't even work enough on the fucking forum to test it to see if it works properly. Dude, this is so pathetic, it's unreal. Your terrible monetization, pull income, and greed on your banners with no pity carryover. With no pity carryover means you do not deserve a single cent of investment from me as a player until you fix the fucking game. I almost dropped a bomb in there. All right, let's see here. I am not happy with the monetization. Guys, I bet there are... Imagine how crazy it would be is if they get an overwhelming number of responses saying, because of your banner system, that's why I didn't whale. Other monetization content. Don't like it. I'm saving resources. No. I don't know about the level of improvements. Nope. 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 I simply will never invest in a game that does this. That operates in the way that Hypergryph has been running it. I will never invest in that. Guys, I've said if they fix the game, I'll drop 1K on it. I publicly said multiple times, if they fix the game, I'll drop 1K on it. They haven't fucking fixed it yet. So I'm not dropping any money. Feel free to give your opinion, even if you haven't acquired this operator. Artistic presentation. I think Surtur's great, bro. I think she's... I would say some of her combat lines are a little bit off, but E.N. Levy's ultimate lines are so good, I think I'll make it a 5. Bro, when she says her ult lines, dude, she pop the ENVA for Levy pops off when you ult with her, bro. She goes crazy. I think she's actually got the best story quest as well. I actually played through it. Combat experience, she's the best feeling character in the game to me. And burden of team building, you get a lot of her free units. You get her entire team for free, so she's fine. I think she is like literally meant to be the best unit ever. It's just, dude, getting 120 pulls before her banner left was hard. You had to play the game every day from release for like 3, 4, 5 hours a day to get Levy as a free-to-play. And that's just too much to expect for most people. And so now, all you have left in the version is fucking Gilberta and Yvonne, whose gameplay is dog shit. And so the best gameplay character, right, was the first banner, but you had to play so much to get it. So very few people have the best unit in the game to play. The most fun-feeling unit in the game to play. And guess what that's going to lead to? You're going to see me fucking popping off with Surtur, doing some crazy shit, having fun, managing my resources, doing my combos. And then you're just over here with fucking Gilberta, like, shitting yourself, bro. It's trash. Which of the following aspects have improved your satisfaction with Levitane's artistic potential? I mean, she just looks great. I think her outfit design is all right. I mean, bro, it's like, I don't really... the rear view of the model looks great. Now hers looks... I don't fucking care, bro. Which of the following aspects have reduced your satisfaction? Where's the back? Yeah, her back looks fucking weird. Which of the following aspects have improved your satisfaction with Levitane's voice acting? They're good. They don't have an accent. Emotive expression, nice. Great. Have reduced your satisfaction. Some of the combat lines. Some of her combat lines, when using her skill, sound weird. Everything else sounds great. Yeah, that's just it. Which of the following aspects have improved your satisfaction with Levitane's combat experience? Yep. Designs of her skills vary. Moderate burden of thinking. I like managing her resources. I think Wolfguard is one of my favorite characters in the game, just from like what he does on the team. He just seems like very simple to use, and then like has like, you know, options for where you can detonate combustion with him as well. Decision making, it's fun. Combat visuals and audio. Yeah, have you ever used Surtur's fucking enhanced skill during her ultimate? Bro, she like destroys the game. Great combat. Yeah, again, good hit feedback on that one. She feels... Again, she's the best feeling unit in the game. No one can deny that. She's the best feeling unit in the game, but very few people have her. Recipe for fucking disaster on release. Guys, if Hypergryph's 1.1 unit isn't like a bombshell level DPS, I think the game is dead. Because you need somebody at Surtur's level of fun as a main DPS after you've released Gilberta and Yvonne, bro. You have to. Otherwise, the gameplay is just not going to be something that carries through into 1.1. So, like, I'm saying they probably need to push forward, like, I think that pink-haired Wu Ling person, we all know who we're talking about. Like she's not like mommy, but she's like the junior mommy, right? The pink-haired dragon lady. It needs to be her, and she's got to be a crazy DPS, Mifu. Yeah, it's got to be Mifu, and she's got to be a crazy DPS. Otherwise, the game is in a lot of fucking trouble. I'm being entirely honest here. The game's going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, she seems like she's strong. Yep, she looks like a DPS. Novel and innovative, yeah. Flexible team comps. I can see the flexibility of Surtur in the future. She only needs people that can inflict pyro infusion. Right? She doesn't even need combustion. All she needs is pyro infusion. That's it. So, like, I would imagine another fire character that comes out will work with her. It's not a big deal. Basically, I'm saying if Hypergryph releases another support or like a sub DPS, the game's like gonna die. That's what I'm saying. They need a DPS because they have made the only fun character, Surtur, the only fucking fun one. They made it very hard to get her. Useful in various situations, sure. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that. Inflexible team compositions, combat controls, overwhelming burden, mediocre combat, art attractive. No, I mean, I'm satisfied with everything with her so far. Overall, how much did you want to get Gilberta? I was interested, but I've yet to get her. There were hindrances that stopped me from getting the operator. Oh boy, now I can answer this one. You mentioned that you didn't really want to get the operator. There were hindrances. Not happy with the monetization. Too expensive. Nope. Or, yeah. Not worth it on the monetization side. You have 120 pity banners with no pity carryover. How are you even asking this fucking question? The answer is obvious. We are not pulling because you don't even let us try with your greed. It's so obvious. Like, how do you even ask this? People would try if you didn't have no pity carryover. People would try if you had pity carryover. But they don't, so they don't even try. So obvious. Regarding the 6-star weapons, what is your overall satisfaction? I mean, it's just like, it's a fucking weapon, bro, right? I don't care. It's just a weapon. Sure, it's great. Works well with others? God, no. No, weapons in this game are so fucking specific, it's ridiculous. I'll just put visual design, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Weapons in this game are designed for units specifically, bro. That's it. Which of the following reduced it? Combat strength, only works with a few operators. Barely any screen time on the weapon because she just uses the big sword. That's true. Surtur just uses the fucking big sword. You mentioned that rewards and benefits can be further improved. What are your specific reasons? Too much time. And you get nothing. Not happy with the pity carryover rule, so I don't even try pulling. And I bet that too. Hey, maybe make better bundles. Stop scamming your fucking players. I didn't approve of... Whoa, I don't approve of the value of your FOMO fucking measures. I don't respect your FOMO. Your FOMO measures in here are an insult. Because this is all stuff they added on release, guys. They didn't have this in the closed beta. They added all this on release from the closed beta. I love how they have an option to say, I don't really like that shit. Arsenal tickets too. Overall rewards and benefits of the launch version aren't attractive. Imagine that they know everything that's wrong with the game. Do you want to know why I say I'm going to drop 1K on the game if they fix it? Because they know what's wrong, they're just choosing not to fix it. And so, when they know everything that's wrong and they refuse to fix it, I'm not going to give them my fucking money. And you really shouldn't either. Let the game die for a bit. Guys, that's the best way to fix the game. Let it die for a bit. Then the devs will have to do something because guess what? If they don't get their return on investment on this game, there's going to be a lot of issues. And we can just force their hand by not spending any fucking money on it until they fix it. This is them showing their desperation. This is them playing the last card that they have in their hand. This is the 4th survey in less than 4 weeks of service. This is a game of chicken between the players and the developer. And it's very simple. If you just fix the game, stop being the greediest developers in gacha history, and just fix the fucking game, people will spend money. Next, we'd like to ask your views on each region's main mission experience. As of now, how would you rate your satisfaction with Valley 4? 1. Which of the following lowered your frequently interrupted? Boring as shit. It's just fucking boring. Everything's wrong with it. Everything is wrong with Valley 4. We should have started in Wu Ling because this Valley 4 prologue is legitimately dog shit. The worst game experience I've had in an early game before. It's just awful. I have never been more incentivized to skip everything in a story before. And that's the only way it was palatable. Regarding Valley 4's main missions, what are your thoughts on the proportions? Story and plot. Too much shit nobody cares about. Combat. Too much fucking combat when everything's a bullet sponge. And it's just not fun. Bro, so many missions I'm just fighting for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, it's just slow. Because they had too much HP inflation. This is my experience when I played it. I know they lowered the levels and HP of everybody, but I played through Valley 4 when everything was a fucking bullet sponge. Puzzle gameplay. Too much. Your puzzles are not good, Enfield. Your puzzle consists of go back to the factory, collect Akitini, and make bombs that you're going to use 10 times. The bomb shit in this game is retarded. Because you have to go to your factory, make them, but then they're used like 10 times in the game. Dude. And then the shit where you gotta wire your electricity to the door to unlock it. I'm just like, oh, so you're here just to waste my time. That's what the puzzles in this game feel like. You're doing this just to waste my time. And when that is the vibe that I get, go fuck yourself. Oh, and factory? The fact that you tied so much of the factory to the story is absolutely insane. When you consider the fact that, like, so much stuff could just be delayed because it actually gives nothing. Bro, is there a point in even having your second facility, right? Your second facility and, like, that butt crack of Valley 4? No, it doesn't do anything. It's not like you're producing anything from that. You might as well, like, skip the factory until you have all 4 of them unlocked. Genuinely. You really should be, like, skipping the Valley 4, even building it at all until you have all 3 plots unlocked. How'd you rate your overall satisfaction? 1. What are the reasons you're unsatisfied with it? Bro. Endman is a fucking errand boy. Narrative coherence. I don't like, there's so much shit I don't care about in here because I skipped the entire... Oh, wait, let me just put it. I skipped the entire story to unlock content that would allow me to get pulls. Because you put Levy on a 17-day banner with 120 pull pity, no carryover, and gave no fucking pulls in the game. No actual pulls in the early game. That's just it. Yeah, it's the same thing as last time. That's it, bro. Which of the following boss fights in Valley? How'd you rate your experience? 1, 1, 1. Let me see here. Why did you like this fight? The fight... Wait, where's the one where it says they take too long? The pace of the battle isn't satisfying enough. Yes, because all these fights take 30 minutes. All of these fights take 30 fucking minutes, and your combat is not good enough to play it for 30 minutes. There's not a lot of games with combat good enough to play it for 30 minutes. There's always downtime. But in these fucking fights, guys, they're all like 30 minutes long. It's all 30 minutes long. Where is it? It's all 30 minutes long. You can have the boss fights take like 5 minutes. It's fucking fine. It's so fine, bro. Has Saint done his trimmed metals? No, because you have to pay money to do trimmed metals. The progression of this game is so slow that unless you pay money on Battle Pass, you will not have the levels needed to get trimmed metals. So anyone talking about trimmed metals is paying money to progress in the game. I hope you guys do realize that, right? You're talking about content that's basically pay-locked. It's paywalled. All these like fights you guys are talking about because you don't have the resources to fucking even level up your teams to do it. You don't. That's how little is given in this game. It feels paywalled. Next, we'd like to learn about your views on the main mission experience in Wu Ling and how you would rate your Wu Ling's main mission experience. 1. You want to know why? I skipped the entire story to unlock new features, Zero Night, gear crafting, etc. Also, I have no fucking polls. No polls from what I did in Valley 4. So, of course, I had to grind Wu Ling ASAP too with the lack of pity carryover. Awesome. Regarding Wu Ling's main story, 1. What are the reasons you are unsatisfied? Wait, did I go back in time? I skipped the entire thing because you made me. Regarding the AIC factory and the main story's narrative pacing, which of the following best matches your opinion? Independently. Independently. You already know. You already started separating the factory from the story because guess what? You shouldn't need to go take a 30-minute detour to set up 2 production lines, have them take sandstone, and pour it right into your fucking asshole to, like, continue with the rest of this. No, it's pointless. It just takes people out, and it's a game quit moment, bro. Next, we'd like to learn your views on stage design, free exploration experience, and environment art. Regarding the exploration experience in the following areas, how would you rate the satisfaction? The hub is the most useless thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. I think I've been there 2 times. I think I've been to the hub like 2 times because I felt no need to even look in the direction of that shit. I don't even know why it's there, to be honest. And I don't even know why these guys need so much help when the hub is right there. I think the most unrealistic part is that there's this giant facility. Like, it's fucking huge, right? And then there are land breakers 10 meters away from it. What? How are there land breaker camps 10 meters away from this? I cannot take it seriously. Fucking joke. Valley Pass. Bro, it's a fucking it's a boring ass corridor with like you explore that in like 2 minutes, bro. It's ass. Originium Science Park. This one's actually decent. I like the verticality and the cliffs and the fact that zip lines actually feel cool. I love the fact that you can zip line from the facility up to like that cliff up there next to the blue shit, the ferrite. This is actually a cool design over here. I'll give that a 4 actually. Origin Lode Spring. This place gives me cancer. Yeah, Origin Lode Spring I think is easily the worst area in the game, and whoever designed it genuinely should get fired. I don't know why you decided that you were going to have, like, your power lines tethered to the jump pads, and then the power line length. This is what your power line looks like when you jump, bro. It will be, like, you'll get the trail, and then your power line will fucking make a parabola. That's not how transmission works, you fucking retards. How the fuck is my transmission line going like this in the air? And I lose the distance, too. You lose, like, 40 meters of distance because you go up and down. And so building your facility and shit there is stupid. It looks not play-tested because it doesn't make sense. Flower Plateau, on the other hand, is like Origin Lode Spring if it was done correctly. So I'll give it a 4 because of that. Jingyu Valley? Bro. Whoever designed Wu Ling's Overworld needs to be fired immediately. Oh, and this quarry, this quarry should be deleted from the game. If you delete Abare Quarry, the game loses nothing, by the way. Can I just say that? If you delete this area from the game gets better. If you delete this area from the game, it gets better. And just redistribute its, like, pulls to every other area, the game gets better if you delete this. And the water over here, bro, it's not even fun to play the game in Wu Ling. You die every 2 seconds from walking into water. It's like Wu Ling and Jingyu Valley were designed if you could swim, but you can't swim in this game, so it feels like shit. That's all I can say about that, bro. We'd like to learn more about why you feel satisfied with these areas. Please select up to 2 areas you've explored and explain the reasons for your satisfaction. All right, then I'll do Originium Science Park and the Power Plateau then, because those are the only ones I like. I like the vibe and atmosphere. Yeah, environment art looks good. Building AIC is very good at Originium Science Park. I really like it there. Yep, structurally complex. I like that sort of like cliff you can use. Free exploration is nice here. Originium Science Park was the most satisfying exploration experience I had in the game. Yeah, and Power Plateau. Combat content is appropriate because you can, like, run everywhere as well. Like, Power Plateau, it's like, you can run to places if you want, and you can avoid combat if you want. It's not that bad. Free exploration is also fine here. Vibe and atmosphere is pretty good. It's, like, kind of destructive, which is, like, nice, because that's, like, kind of like the climactic area of the story. And you have an AIC there that's very easy to build off of, too. And... yeah, I mean, those are the main ones for it. Meanwhile, we'd like to learn more about why you feel unsatisfied with these areas. I'll just put this shit, Jingyu Valley and Wu League City. You have water that insta-kills you and no swimming. And the water is everywhere! Bro, you just die. Doing anything in Wu Ling, bro. I guarantee you, if you teleport to Wu Ling, you will drown. Right? Like, it happens at least once every time you step in Wu Ling, right? You drown. Don't play. It happens every time, right? This water bottle shit is also so stupid and unfun. I don't even get... why is that even in the game, bro? They just added so much unfun stuff to these two areas. I don't get it. Which specific reasons? Water everywhere. The city needs zip lines to travel properly. Why? It's a fucking city. Why is there no pre-built infrastructure? I would assume the city would have its own zip lines and shit. It's crazy that it doesn't, bro. And, like, you gotta build your own shit to, like, make the city traversable? Like, don't we already have enough outside of Wu Ling City to make infrastructure for? Couldn't Wu Ling have had its own internal? I don't know. I don't care, bro. It's, again, the game is designed to waste my time. The hub. Awful. Makes no sense. Giant, insane building, then land breakers 10 meters away from it. Valley Pass. Valley Pass looks like an intermediary zone. Valley Pass looks like a cutscene that you should be out of. Originium Science Park. I'll give it a 3. I don't even think it looks like... I think Originium Science Park looks like shit, but like, actually doing stuff there was fine. Origin Load Spring, environmentally, is actually nice. Power Plateau is also good, too. I think Wu Ling and Jingyu Valley look fine, and the core is the ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen. Next, we'd like to learn more about why you're satisfied with the environment art of what area. I'll say why Wu Ling looks great. I like the vibe. Environment fits well. Light and shadow quality. Wu Ling looks amazing. That's the thing. Wu Ling looks great. I think Wu Ling is the best looking China I've ever seen. It's just, wow, I don't ever want to go there because then I have to go set up zip lines everywhere to do anything. Next, we'd like to learn about where you're not satisfied. You have land breakers 10 meters from the entrance. What the... This place makes no sense. Oh, great. AIC Factory content. All right. Which of the following best describes your experience with the AIC Factory gameplay? High engagement, beyond required missions, actively explore. It's burdensome now. How would you rate your experience with the AIC Factory in Valley 4? 1. Why? Tutorials sucked dick. The rewards were fucking awful. The rules weren't complex. Before you unlock top-down mode, they made you do shit in the fucking 3D, like, third-person view. It was shit. It was shit. I think the wilderness is fine. Early development is dog shit. Improving production efficiency feels like a chore. Dude, I had to go ahead and like relink up like 5 different mining spots to my main facilities, and bro, I just felt like I was doing chores. Oh, awesome. Now I gotta go connect this next mining rig over to here. Gotta make sure all those power lines are ready. No, dude, I just got... Bro, that was the end game. Was me backtracking to old areas to just make sure that all of the mining spots had something on them. That was my end game. Bro. Yeah, those are the main ones. How would you rate your AIC factory gameplay in Blue Ling? I'm just saying it's a 2 right now. Fluid-based mechanics feel like shit. And why do I only have 1 Forge of the fucking Gods? Dipshits. Why do I only have 2 forges? You assholes. Do you just want me to not make any progression at all? When you have already ruined every other form of progression too. Like, bro, you already made characters slow to level. You already made skills slow to level. Now my factory is also going to get gimped too. Bro, you just fucked everything. Everything gets fucked. That's just what it is. It's unreal how much just everything gets fucked in this game. At this stage, which approach do you mainly use? Bro, I use shared blueprints. Yeah, I do the third one. Event gameplay, bro. Operator story event. This one was fine. I skipped the entire thing. I skipped the entire thing. Which aspects were good? Operator feels fleshed out. Cutscene and dialogue is great. Administrators portrayed well. We got to see a little bit of the admin's past. This was the only quest I've actually played. This is the only quest I've actually played. What are the main reasons you're not satisfied? I skipped the entire thing because Levy's banner was running out and you have no pity carryover. I'm just copy that. I have no chance of pulling Gilberta because you have no pity carryover. I don't give a shit about her because of that. I don't care about her. So I skipped her entire story. Bye. Alright. There you go. Boom. Next, we hope to learn more about your reviews on the progression experience. Great. Awesome. Great. They're asking me all these questions because they know I'm going to give the right answers. Maybe they've been forwarding these to the top of the fucking pile. How would you rate your overall satisfaction? It's a fucking 1, bro. How much do you agree with the following statements about the progression experience? The rules for each aspect of progression are easy to understand. No. Progression goals are clear. No. There's enough supply. No. The amount of grounding feel reasonable. No. The progression results in a clear power increase. Yes. Sure. There are plenty of gameplay scenarios where I can test my progress. No. Team progression pressure is moderate after obtaining... Moderate? No, it's fucking insane because you don't even have anything to level them up after you pull them. How satisfied are you with your experience of the following aspects of character system progression? Leveling up, it's a 1. Leveling up, it's a fucking 1. Activating their nodes, also a 1. Operating their it's a 1. Building operator trust, so fucking annoying, it's unbelievable. The gift system makes me want to fucking, Sorry, I was about to get real offline there. Let me not do that. Leveling up weapons, it's a 1. Acquiring, 1. Bro, I hate the gear system in this fucking game, bro. Bro, the gear system is, like, actually not good. It's just like, hey, you'll get there eventually, bucko, but you're going to be moving 1% a day. Hope you're ready to play the game for 100 days to max out your stuff. No, bitch. The fuck? That's boring as shit. I fucking hate it. Essence etching, 1. Making gear, actually a 1. Gear artificing, 1. Tacticals, just remove them. Just delete them from the fucking game, bro. Make a shared tactical slot for every person. What the fuck are you doing? Making me individually equip a tactical. Are you retarded? It's so bad. There's a reason why all this shit is so bad. It's just not good. How satisfied are you with the following ways of attaining progression? Delete DJing. I've been telling you. Version 1.1, make the story quest, it blows up DJing. Just delete it from the fucking game. Recycling station? Are you guys retarded? Who even does the farming? Do you see how much useless shit there is in the game here? Bro, did you even know these three existed? Bro, did you even know this one existed? Outpost trading. Hate it. You want to know why? Because it forces you to max out your fucking factory, giga optimize it to do this. And now it's like, hey, if you want to progress your actual characters at all, by the way, you're gonna have to grind the factory like crazy, bro. Yeah, you're gonna have to like either get the blueprints or get ready to build for 5 hours if you want to level up your units. Trading elastic goods, bro. This shit is so boring and retarded. I fucking, dude. The fact that, like, this is even a thing in this game, I feel like it's just delete all of this. Legitimately, just delete all of this, because even this elastic good shit is just annoying, bro. It's just it's just loading screens to go to somebody else's ship, click 2 buttons, sell it at the highest price, then another loading screen to go back to yours. That's all it is, bro. It's just wasting my fucking time. Staple goods, it's fucking what? Depot, no, dude. They know all this shit is just chores. It's just chores, bro. All of this shit should be rated a 1 and it can all be deleted from the fucking game, man. This is all, guys, this is dailies. Guys, this is something that refreshes every day. You are supposed to do all of these every day. These are all of the dailies in this game. Next, we text readability. Bro, English, sure. How's your satisfaction? Yes, it's readable. How satisfied are you with the localization quality? Again, all I'm going to say is I want English to be English. I don't want to choose the English language, then hear different languages. Otherwise, I would choose the other languages. Like, that's my take. Again, it's just been the same one. When I select EN, I don't want to hear Chinese. Slang usage feels out of place. Again, I don't want to hear Chinese if my language is set on English. And I'm wondering, guys, on the CN version of this game, are the characters speaking English? So why is it on the EN version they're speaking Chinese? Do any of the characters speak English in the CN voiceover? Just wondering. Whatever, bro. Earlier in the survey, you mentioned that performance optimization and stability. Desktop. When playing Arknight's Endfield on the PC, what performance optimization stability issues have you mainly encountered? Bro, this shit gets laggy, bro. It gets fucking laggy and it takes forever to load everything as your factory gets bigger. As of now, how likely are you? Bro, it's like a 2. Guys, if there... Remember what I said last time? If there aren't big changes by Gilberto's banner, this game's gonna die. The game is currently dying right now. If there's not big changes by Yvonne's banner, this shit is actually, like, it's over. Like, it's insane that it feels like there needs to be another big update. Even though they supposedly just made one. This is the most doomer survey I've ever seen from the devs before. Legitimately, the questions they're asking are so concerning, it's unfucking real. As of now, which are the following goals? Unlocking, blah, 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 enjoying the game's music. If you are here to enjoy music and nothing else, what the fuck are you playing a combat-oriented game for? I want to have fun with the combat. I want to collect people. I want to do the hard stuff, but you don't give me the resources to do it. You don't give me the pulls to get the characters to do it. You make progression such a pain in the fucking ass that I don't even want to boot up the game. And so even if there's fun stuff that I want to do, it feels like you're doing everything in your power to make me not play the game unless I'm willing to spend money. But if the game's going to feel this unplayable unless I spend money, I'm not going to spend fucking money on it. So go fuck yourselves. It's a negative. I don't recommend anybody even touches this game with a fucking 10-foot pole right now. The only reason you should keep playing is if you've already been playing and you really think that there's potential. But if you're a new player, get the fuck away from this thing until they fix it. Especially right now. Oh, who are you going to pull? Gilberta? Oh, for who? Just think about it. What a retarded decision. What are the main reasons you're not willing to recommend it? Gameplay content, too much factory, poor value for money. You don't deserve. This community does not. This community of hypergrifters shouldn't be like augmented with. The performance gets way worse. Reputation. Yep. Hypergryph. This launch has ruined your reputation. I hope you realize that. And only a big change and a relaunch can fix it. You are still known as the guys who couldn't integrate PayPal properly and almost got like fucking sued over it. You are also the guys that, despite being exposed for like the greediest monetization ever, still aren't fixing the fucking shit. Progression also is terrible. Long-term content is also a joke. And the UI is a fucking disaster. And you get no rewards. Lore and story, you're going to feel incentivized to skip everything because of everything else over here. There's a lot of issues with the fucking game. However, I don't think these are also... I don't think these are actual ones that I would use to unrecommend it. So yeah, this game needs a relaunch. Do you have any other feedback or suggestions for Arknight's Endfield? I hope the team is not making big updates right now to prepare for a massive relaunch in version 1.1. You have ruined your reputation as publishers and are currently known as a company that squanders and wastes the hard work of their development team because your ego was too big as publishers to recognize people won't just give you money when you nickel and dime them on every feature in the game. I hope you are humbled beyond relief seeing the massive player drop-off this game has experienced due to your inability to respond timely to feedback. I am eagerly awaiting the 5th survey in version 1.0 that I know is coming up. Of course, this is the best way to actually get ore barrels in the game because you don't give them anywhere else. Looking forward to it. Fucking joke. Fucking joke, bro. What a fucking joke. These devs are the biggest clown show I've ever fucking seen, man. Literally the biggest clown show I've ever seen. Awesome. Now, this is the true reward. And you want to know what the funniest and goofiest fucking part about all this is, guys? The funniest, goofiest looking shit. That's what I got for that survey. Guys, this is what I got for reaching AL53. This survey gave 3 times the rewards of me reaching AL53. That is how fucked the progression is in this game. Do you know how long it takes to go from 52 to 53? Bro, it takes like a week. So like a week of like grinding, a week of like sanity, and it's 1/3 of a fucking survey. This is why people are quitting the game. And if you don't answer this, Hypergryph, this game actually deserves to EOS. I hope you understand. What a joke. What a joke, bro. Hey, though, hey, at least Cap quit before it got bad, bro. Yo, at least she quit at level 38 before it got bad. That's maybe the ideal. Actually, this is the thing. This Captain Cabinets actually had the most ideal way to enjoy Arknight's Endfield. She just played it for like 10 hours, lied, and then left. She just played it for 10 hours, lied, and then left. Bro, that's like, bro, that's what everyone should have done, to be honest. That's what everyone should have done, bro. Jesus Christ, man. That shit would have been fire. That's what we all should have done, bro. I need to see the Twitch tracker right now, man. Jesus Christ. I feel like this shit is not good. Why is that guy laughing like a fucking evil villain back there? Let me see this shit. What we got going on? Let's see Arknight's Endfield real fast. That was not looking very promising when I was, that was not looking promising at all. Oh, okay. Okay. So we're clearly juicing up the category. We're clearly juicing up the category a little bit. I think that's obvious to see, right? We are juicing up the category a good amount. But that does look like exactly the level right before I went in. So it's actually like 2,000 something. That's not good. That looks really bad. Check HSR. I did. It was at like, I think I saw it at like 1,000 viewers yesterday. Wow. Guys, didn't the patch come out like... Remember when I said I saw it at 1,000? I wasn't lying, by the way. I was telling the truth when I said it was at 1,000 within 48 hours of release. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Just let HSR die? Yeah. Why do you think HSR is dying? When your main CC is Pokey, yes, the game's dead. When your main CC is Mr. Pokey, and he's I'm sorry. Is that Woo-Wah just casually maintaining 2.3 while I'm taking a vacation in the Endfield category? Is that Woo-Wah just casually maintaining a 2.3 while I'm taking a vacation in Endfield for like an hour? Because, like, I was here all day. Oh, my God. Bro, it went up. It went up. How? From what? How'd it go up? Oh, no. Shy Lily? Let me see here. That's fair, but, like, that's not even that much. Like, she streamed for, like, fucking 1 hour, bro. That's, like, 1 hour. Right? Oh, no, that's... Oh, no. This is the 7 date. No, this is 7. No, that's a good chunk. That's a good chunk. That's a good chunk. Check this. What is this? Oh, just 800 ass right out of nowhere? Cool. Wait, was it 800 on top of the other stuff? Wait, so a random 800? Or is it part of the 1600? No, it's got to be part of the 1600, right? Okay, we already knew that one was coming. We already knew the 1600 was coming, so that's not a surprise. Not a surprise. If it's part of the 1600, not a surprise then. We already knew that one was coming. So, yeah, that's not news. That's not news. It's just, okay, like, you'll get it all by Amit's banner. And I have no issue with them drip feeding it for Chinese New Year because everyone's supposed to be at home for Chinese New Year, like relaxing, playing fun with games. So they just want you to have a reason to log in during your vacation to play the game. I have no issue with that. I don't think anyone should have issue with that because that's what it's for. So that you log in during your day off and then end up playing Woo-Wah for a couple of hours during your day off. That's what it's for. I'm not going to fault the devs for trying to influence their players with this predatory method of engagement. No, bitch, it's fine. It's not predatory. It's fine. Or it sort of is, but like if you make a big deal out of it, you're just a bitch. You know what I mean? They're not pushing it out beyond Amy's banner like certain other developers. Green Queen wants you to review her Woowa account. Yeah, we're gonna end up doing that, but I think I'm just gonna raid her first. So how about, guys, how about you let me know what I'm in for? How about you guys just let me know what I'm in for? We're just gonna raid you guys over to her. You let me know what I'm in for reviewing that fucking account. Oh, gosh. Oh, she's gonna get a lot. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace.